Hello and welcome to show 11 of Madtalk with Mike and Dee.
And as you can probably notice, it's a day early, you lucky people.
Lucky indeed. All planned, of course.
Yeah,
we're always planned.
We're all prepared and ready to go, Mike. We weren't blindsided a day early and realised that we had nothing prepared.
No, it's not like someone called me, I can't do it. So could we do it Wednesday instead?
Because that would not have been professional, Mike. So
no, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. I'm glad you said that.
Well, yeah, the fact of the matter is, if you're wondering, yes, there are things that are happening tomorrow that can't be put aside. So we thought we'd do you, the listener, the favour by bringing you the show a day early. So you're welcome in advance.
I think that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have just cancelled it.
Yes. And then where would you have been? Another week. This isn't what you promised last week. You betrayed us, Mike and Dee. So, it's okay. You're welcome. Fine. Yeah. So, if you wish to get in touch and say how grateful you are for getting the show a day early, you can do that, as usual, by getting in touch with us on our WhatsApp, through our WhatsApp number, which is 07983 833 661. Or as always, you can get in touch with us on our Facebook page, which is at Madtalking, which is our Facebook page, and also our Instagram as well. We've got Instagram, Mike.
We've got all of it.
Yeah,
all of
Twitter. So much. It's everywhere. You've got iTunes and...
Are we on iTunes? We are in it. Oh, yeah. And
Spotify. We're all over the gap.
I've never used Spotify yet.
Well, don't tell them that. They might take us.
I haven't used it. But, I mean...
Too good for Spotify. That's it.
No. We're using it to put our stuff on it.
A lot of people are, taking their stuff off Spotify, Mike. We don't want to get wrapped up with those people.
What is that about?
Well, I don't know. It seems like Joe Rogan's just enraged the whole of Spotify.
He's
somehow
upset everyone, hasn't he?
Yeah,
this one man.
He just wants to smoke his weed and just
do his podcast.
You know what I mean? Do a podcast.
I just want to talk, man.
That's it. And apparently, that's too much for some people.
So people have taken their stuff off Spotify
because of Joe Rogan. You know what I mean?
Because
if I was Joe Rogan and something like if Katy Perry said, right, I'm taking all my music down because Mike and Dee did a show and I don't like it, I'd be like,
more for you then, isn't it?
Well, this is it. Yeah.
Are you making money off of that?
That's what I'm saying. All those Katy Perry fans, don't waste your time. Yeah, we won't abandon you like she did. You know what I mean? That would give me a joke. If all of those people who were fans
just join
of those
Mike and Dee instead. That's what you should do.
All these people who took their stuff down because of Joe Rogan, all of their fans just went, what? Who's this Joe Rogan guy? And I went, hey, he's pretty funny. And then he just gets more popular. Because, there's no such thing as bad publicity, Mike. You know what I mean? Well, within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah. But, you know what I mean? These people are going after Joe Rogan. And I'm not saying that he's right or he's wrong. I just think, just don't take it so seriously.
Isn't it ironic? You're kind of giving the guy more power than you want him to have.
Well, this is it. I didn't even know that he'd done anything until I heard all these stories.
Well, apparently he said, what did he say? He had that, and I'm not even sure if it was an anti-vax
kind of statement.
Something I think he said something about ivermectin.
Okay.
Yeah, which apparently is a horse tranquilizer. Or is used to tranquilize horses.
Why does that not surprise me that Joe Rogan knows about horse tranquilizers?
He does hunting and all that. I'm not saying that's what he's doing before. Tranquilize him first, and then I'll shoot him in his back.
Is that like a real hunting?
I don't know. So I think that's murder.
You might as well just have some of them murder gloves on and a piece of piano wire creeping around in the dark.
Some American Psycho stuff.
That's it.
With horses.
But I'm sure Joe Rogan is not. He's not garroting horses.
No. Distracting him with Phil Collins songs, and then
at least puts on a rain mac and picks up a giant axe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's his Saturday night.
Yeah. So and then cleans up the scene, perfectly. So no one knows about the murdered horse.
Because he's a professional, Mike.
He is a professional.
That's it.
Not professional murderer. So
the thing about it is, right, because of the way these things escalate, we could say some stuff like this, and someone will take it seriously, and it will escalate, and then, like in a week's time, it's like Joe Rogan accused of garroting horses, and it's like you'll be like, what?
I don't even know any horses, man.
Look at him, he denies it. He's got no shape.
Yeah, that means he's guilty. It's like, wait a minute, come on.
This, you know what I mean? It's like, I just want to do a podcast, man. That's all I wanted to do.
That's it. People come in, they talk, we have fun,
And now
smoke a little weed,
That's it.
whatever else he does.
And now
He drinks a bit on there as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
talks
mean-
about stuff that he likes doing.
Well, I think if you're tuning into Joe Rogan's podcast, you pretty much know what kind of podcast you're getting. You know what I mean? It's not like Joe Rogan. You say, let me check that and see what he's about. Most people know what Joe Rogan's about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to stumble across it like you didn't know who he was.
But this is the thing. What these people who are saying, "Oh, I'm going to take my stuff off of Spotify because of Joe Rogan's stance on the vaccine."
Yeah.
Was there like an evidenced thing where loads of people saying, "Well, Joe Rogan says it, so I'm not going to do it."
Well,
Because I would say, even if that's like if he was still alive, if Michael Jackson said, maybe that's a bad example, because I'm not sure if Michael Jackson. I'm not dissing Mike.
hey,
Everybody wanted to be like Mike
Yeah.
at one point.
to a point.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was a
And
lot of
then
people. Pepsi decided, not for us.
Not for us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He used to dance for Pepsi. Well, he didn't dance for Pepsi.
He was paid exclusively in Pepsi.
No
Nothing-
singing, Mike.
Sing.
Dancing only.
You want this Pepsi? Don't like they're just slowly pouring it out of the bottle onto the floor. No, man, take it easy. Well, you gonna dance? Oh, you're not gonna dance. I'll dance, man. I'll dance. No, I want to see the moonwalk.
I want to see.
Oh,
I
my
want to see
feet
them
are kind of
ankles.
tired. Shh. Oh, okay, take it easy. Take it easy. And then you got moonwalking up and
There you
down.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So someone obviously got tired of that contract, and but yeah, as you say, yeah, all right. Michael Jackson's a bad example, but someone famous says, "Look, I think we should do this."
Yeah.
Are people in droves running and saying, "Yeah, I'm going to do what this person said"?
Well, I think that's the thing. It's like this loophole, isn't it? Because you know, like when you buy like laundry detergent, the little tabs, and they have to put on there "Do not eat,"
Of course,
because
yeah.
there are people out there who will, just because you told them, well, just because you didn't tell them they couldn't
Yeah.
eat it.
You didn't say I couldn't eat it.
But this is the thing. Now, if you've got people with that level of intelligence, ruin it for everyone else.
So where's the line?
This is the thing, and this is a problem now. So now we get people who come out with opinions, and I mean, I'm saying like an old man, Mike, but back in my day, look, people can have opinions. You don't have to agree with them,
Yeah.
right? But at the same time, it doesn't make their opinion fact or law. It's just an opinion. You know what I mean? Use your common sense, you know? And if you're too, I don't want to say stupid, but if you can't tell the difference between someone's opinion and fact, then maybe you shouldn't be listening to stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's got to be pretty difficult.
Well, there you go. This is the
Don't listen to anything.
And obviously you can't do that. So maybe use your common sense.
Yeah, but we
You know what I
don't
mean?
have any.
Well, I think you'd
Whose
have
fault
to.
is it? Where's the blame lie?
Well, clearly this person needs some education, and that's fine. You know, we don't all get it.
Often a
but-
trope that's been thrown around a lot lately. Just picking up on that.
Was that?
They need education. All right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But I mean, there's a line, because it's like when you find out, like, let's say you got some far right. I'm using this as an example. All right, far right extremists going around burning crosses. All right,
Yeah. Punching
having tiki
churches.
torches and saying certain group of people won't replace us. Not gonna insert whatever word you want to put in there.
Yeah.
All right, you got all that sort of stuff, and then you got some do-gooder saying what they need is education. They know.
Yeah,
They know.
I mean, they've made a choice, but I think this is the thing. If, let's say, for instance, right, you grow up on a farm and it's a chicken farm and all you have is chicken and eggs, and you wake up every morning, you have your boiled egg, maybe you have scrambled eggs, maybe you have fried eggs, then dinner you have chicken, maybe you have roast chicken, maybe you have chicken soup, and it goes on and it goes on, and you have no problem with it because it's a chicken farm and you've been brought up to believe that chickens are the be all and end all, and you love chicken. Then all of a sudden, one day, some strangers come up to the farm and they've got a bag of McDonald's, Mike, and you see a hamburger for the very first time, and they're eating it, and you're like, blasphemer, that's not a chicken. And they're like, okay, clearly you know a lot about chicken, but don't know that much about food in general, do you?
Yeah.
Now,
How does it affect you?
This is it. I'm not saying that they're not educated because they know a lot about chicken, but that's all they know. So when
Yeah.
you say educated, it's like, more enlightenment or
But you know
broadening
what?
their spectrum of
But that
knowledge.
comes with an attitude to want to know something else. And a lot of people don't want to know something else.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they've been told not to. It's like, oh, you better not be looking at that McDonald's. No, I weren't, Dad. I was just thinking about chickens.
That means you like whatever.
Yeah,
you
you're turning to the cow side, ain't you? Yeah, them cow farms.
You're one
That's
of
where you
them.
want to be. Go on that side of the fence with the grass eaters. No, Dad. I'm corn all the way.
I never raised you to be a grass eater.
Grass eaters. Is that what's going on now?
yeah. I've heard about you.
Grass milking. Is that what's next, eh?
Yeah.
Nice big bowl of milk. You sicken me. Get in there and eat those eggs. Oh well, Dad, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You're living a life.
That's
of
a very
in fear.
specific sort of abuse in a home. In that
I guess.
But hypothetical family home,
well,
farmhouse home.
Yeah, if you're born chicken, you die chicken, man. That's how it is. You don't get to choose
Unless you turn
grass or
vegan
beef.
later.
That is sacrilege, Mike. That's when they start burning crosses, you know. Dad,
I don't think
I've decided I'm not gonna. You're not gonna be a beefy eye. No, Dad's not there. Not beef. I've decided that I'm not gonna eat any animal. I'm gonna live off the land. I'm gonna eat vegetables and fruits. I won't harm anyone. What did you say? What did you just say? Not my son. Not under this farmhouse.
is this a Cockney farmer?
Yeah, he moved out to the country.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Started
People
off in
went-
Bermondsey,
and he
and
realised
now he's
people
in
weren't-
I don't know. What's farmland in the UK? Shropshire? That sounds like
that sounds like he could have a
Shire,
farm there.
Shire.
Shropshire.
Shropshire.
Yeah.
That sounds like
So-
it sounds
so-
like there should be a lot of green there.
He's moved there, and he hasn't accustomed to the accent yet, so he's still Cockney. But he's like,
Relentless Cockney.
yeah, never giving me Cockney accent, and never giving me love for chickens. And then
That's what Cockneys are known for.
that's what they can't get enough.
Oh,
So-
by the way, we already have a contribution from our good friend and regular listener. Rossi says he's always happy to listen to us. Actually, it would be helpful if I actually read it. All right. Okay, he says, always happy to listen to you guys any day of the week. Thumbs up.
Thanks, man. See,
Thank you.
It's good to have supporters like Ross. He keeps us going.
He supports the cause
Yeah, I mean,
in his weird colonial way. You know, support is support.
he's one side of the fence. You know what I mean?
It is.
You never see him eating scrambled eggs. You wouldn't
No.
have it, Mike.
No.
No, unless
That's
it
for
was,
certain type of people.
Yeah, unless it was puffing eggs,
Puffing eggs. Yes,
Yes.
of course. Grated.
grated puffing eggs.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So with a side of beak. Yeah. But I mean, the point is, look, there are people who know a lot about one thing, and because they know so much about that one thing, don't want to know anything else, because all of a sudden now they're not an expert. You know what I mean?
Well, and also nowadays, because you've got like an audience,
Yeah.
you can have an audience in it. Now everyone's got an echo chamber. Like if we went back like 20 years ago, wait, was the internet still there? Yeah, it was, but kind of not.
Yeah,
Not,
infancy. It was like,
yeah, banks would have it. That's about it.
Yes.
All right, but I could have any stupid idea in my head, right, and no one would give a shit.
no,
They're like, yeah, you know what? See JFK, right? JFK and Idi Amin are chilling in Afghanistan.
Bahamas. Yeah, in Afghanistan.
They've got an island. What, in Afghanistan?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hollowed out a massive part of it.
No one's going to care now.
No
But
one
now,
cares.
if I do it, I can get some following.
Yeah,
I can get some people
They'll be
start-
like, I'll be listening like at a shack somewhere in the middle of Shropshire. Just finished all my chicken duties. Turn on Mike and Dee. Hear you talking about Idi Amin and JFK, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something I want to know about. And then I go and I start spreading that to people. I go, yeah, well, this bloke on the radio said, and it's like, really?
Oh, did
yeah.
he?
Yeah.
I saw it in the newspaper.
This must be. I think it is true. Yeah, let's go and tell Bill. And then you know what I mean?
Well,
You got
yeah,
the
it's like
community.
them. It's like the flat Earth thing that keeps on. It has its resurgence now and again. In fact, about 3-4 years ago in an old workplace, I was like the older guy in the office. First time that's ever happened to me. It's a sobering.
It's a humbling
it's-
experience, isn't
yeah,
it?
humbling, yes, and sobering. Yeah, right. But
Good
yeah,
evening, sir.
But yeah, there was a couple of these young guys who were working in the same office as me. And one of them was like a Birmingham lad, and we went to some resident meeting in a late evening one time, and he was just sat on a bus with me, and he turned to me and goes, I think the earth is flat, fam. That's what he said.
Just like that.
Just came out.
Came out of it.
Yeah.
Did not even segue from something else.
No, we were talking about work stuff, and my work is not involved in the circumference or the shape of the Earth. Nothing to do with astronomy or geometry or anything like that.
You hadn't been talking about it earlier at lunch.
No, just dropped
nothing.
it out of nowhere. I think the Earth is flat, fam. And I was like,
what did you say to them? I mean, you've been blindsided. So what'd you do?
Well, the thing is, I could have said that's obviously nonsense, but I didn't say that because I respect him as a young man. He's asking questions. He said, "I think." He didn't say, "I know."
He wants a dialogue.
So I said, "Well, what makes you think that?" And he goes, "How do you know?"
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he goes, "How do you know it's round?"
Okay.
And I was like, "'Cause I've seen it." He goes, "Well, you've been to space and all that." And I was
he's trying to get all cocky.
Yeah. I was
been
like,
to
"No,
space,
man." And
have
I say, "Obviously, I haven't been to space." Do you know anyone else who's been to space? That's a silly question, isn't it? This is not a good foundation
I can afford
for
to go
your
to space, but yet I'm working here.
Yeah.
Is that what you think my
traveling
life
on
is?
a bus with you.
Should I have some kind of rocket ship if that's the case?
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? I was like, no, I haven't been to space, but I said I've been in a plane. Mm-hmm. I've jumped out of a plane. I've seen pictures of the Earth.
Well, this is the thing.
And then we went back and forth. I was like, okay, why?
Okay, you just put it on him.
I said, why would they lie to you?
Prove your argument. Yeah.
And he was like, it's a way of controlling us. What was it? It's a way of controlling us because if we believe that the Earth is flat,
right,
then it allows us to open our minds more, and we won't be so constrained.
Open our minds more
than it is.
More
specific, I know, but it's like, but the whole concept of us believing that something is restricting us makes us restricted in our movement and our behaviour. That's what he was trying to say. And I was like, I think you're going to need more than that to kind of convince people.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure how you got convinced so easily.
Well, see, this is the thing. I mean, I don't want to get into a whole flat Earth thing.
No, let's not do that.
I mean, I think we can both agree that the Earth is round.
Yeah.
We're sticking with that. I'm happy to stand by that. I mean, if I get proved wrong, then I'm happy to be proved wrong. I highly doubt that will happen.
Yeah.
But I'll be just as shocked as anybody else if they do prove that. Point is, right, this guy obviously believed in something enough to bring it up to somebody else and debate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I appreciate the fact that...
Well, he didn't want to debate it. That's the thing about them.
Oh.
They don't...
Wait, you think he was trying to convert you, Mike?
Yeah, because it's that need to be part of something, innit?
Okay.
It's like, I mean, this is going to be kind of a weird show, actually. We're going to go into like human psychology and shit, but why not?
Okay.
All right. Well, the thing is, it's part of that whole thing of being part of something.
Yes.
Being part of something different and unique. So it's like,
makes it special, man.
Yeah, it's a bit like, I don't know, football supporters. I mean, I don't get it.
Okay.
All right,
okay,
but it's like, fine. Watch your game.
Yeah.
What enjoy Arsenal or whoever wherever you watch. That's fine. But when you see like football supporters going out together and they start getting all rowdy and all that, half of them guys don't act like that when they're just by themselves.
But that's what always got me about football. When you see like those die-hard fans, they're painting themselves, they've got wigs on, they're blowing trumpets, you know what I mean? They're blocking off roads, and it's people like you would.
Yeah, and they're chanting in the street.
This is it. The rest of the week, these people are quite as nice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Good morning, Mr. Mortimer. That's how they're talking.
You know what I mean? They're, just doing everything. You wouldn't even know, Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's your butchers, your bakers, your candlestick makers. At the candle store where all this.
Yeah, and then like on weekend, he's like Johnny Five Bellies or whatever.
What I mean? And it's just like, all right, I get it. Everyone needs an outlet, and you've been pent up all weekend.
But it's the group thing, and fine, we all need an outlet. Some people, I don't know, go to the pub with the mates. Some people go home and watch TV. Some people go to I don't know, strip show maybe. Whatever.
That's always the third choice, isn't it? Go home.
Door number 3.
Strip club.
Yeah.
See you down there. Well, I went to the pub. You weren't there, so obviously you had to be in.
Yeah, it's always behind door number 3. It's like even in game shows. I'm sure that used to happen. It's like you get a fridge behind door number 1.
Wash and dry. Number 2.
Stripper.
Not even the strip club. Just a stripper slowly, drunkenly dancing around a pole. She's been there for a few hours. Yeah. She's lost all motivation. Yeah. She's not enjoying it anymore. Mascara's running. Yeah.
She actually lives there.
She lives there. She can't go anywhere. We've chained her to the pole. You know what I mean? But you could win that tonight. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But it's just, but like what you say is right. It's that whole group thing. Because even if these people were on their own, I don't think they would ever go as far as they do when they're in a group of like-minded people.
No, and that's what I'm saying with that whole conspiracy thing. It's part of that. It's like, oh yeah, well, I feel bigger or more empowered because I'm with this group.
I'm validated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've got this crazy stuff going on in my head, but there's a guy over there who's thinking the same thing.
So maybe we're not crazy. Yeah. Maybe we're the ones who are sane and everybody else in the world is crazy.
So what we've got to do is change their minds to somehow validate what we already know to be true.
That's
what
right.
We don't actually need them to
validate us,
because we know it's true.
Because it is.
So it is. Yeah. But believe me.
But they need to believe it as well. You know, it's shaky
by any
ground.
Means necessary.
Even if it comes to punching. No.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing about it is, it's all about having that group being accepted, because you could sit in your house and believe, the earth is flat, and just be happy with that. I don't have to tell anyone that's what I believe, but
And talking of that, Ross has got back in contact. He says when he was in Australia, the moon was upside down compared to how it appears in the UK. When we were in the desert in Dubai, okay, you really need to elaborate on this. Allow me to introduce this part, Ross. Right, when we were in the desert in Dubai, we saw the moon and it was part rotated. I think we had a laugh about flat earthers, from what I remember. The Dubai thing, he's talking about me and him obviously going to Dubai. Okay. Thanks for outing us.
That sounds like a story that everyone needs to hear, Mike.
It's not really a story. We went to Dubai, we chilled, did the Dubai thing, and that was it.
The Dubai thing, is that what you're calling it? Okay, I get it. I can dig it.
Yeah.
The Dubai thing.
Look, I don't know what sort of thing
it's
you're
like
thinking of.
Dubai Debek affair. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like some ITV drama.
The Dubai thing.
What happens in Dubai stays in Dubai. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and who's starring in this show, by the way?
Well, clearly you two.
Okay, right. Let's make
You're the stars.
I don't know what you're thinking, right? But
I'm not thinking it. I'm just.
You clearly don't know much about Dubai. There ain't no stars in Dubai. That's all I'm saying. Any stars, they disappear quickly. That's all I'm saying.
Stars don't go out at night. They
don't come out.
They don't come out.
I think we all understand what we're saying here.
I see. Right. Well, that's good to know.
Just different rules out there.
Yeah. Maybe not as tolerant as some other parts of the world.
Tolerance is not the first word that I think of
when you think about Dubai. Well, I mean, they've got their own rules, and I'm sure there's a good reason for those rules.
Yeah. They don't need anyone to validate them out there.
Exactly. They don't need validation. And that's the most important thing you need to take away from this. We don't need to. I don't care. Yeah. You know, like Tommy Lee Jones. And
they care.
Well, yeah. But they don't care if you care. That's the point. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, but where I come from, I'm allowed to eat. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but over in Canada, I don't care. I don't know why they sound like Tommy Lee Jones, but they do.
I've never heard anyone sound like that.
Well,
I was a bit confused.
See, because you were behaving yourself, Mike, but you weren't going up there. Look, I'm
a star.
This. Yeah, I'm a star, and I'm going to do whatever I want, and everyone's going to. I don't care.
Listen, man, they are very conservative out there. I had a top, it was showing a little bit of chest. The amount of people were looking like, not because of how marvelous my chest is, obviously, but no, this was like, I might as well have been. Like, shows how I might as well have been
like The Rock.
No. Who's that page 3 girl from the 80s? Samantha Fox.
Oh,
I might Linda Lusardi.
There are people out there who have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know,
Linda Lusardi. What's that? That's some sort of cake. No, Linda Lusardi, right? For all you guys and gals out there who were too young, she was like the hot stuff that your mates in school would talk about. Oh, she's sexy. She is.
Yeah, that's the only reason you'd remember her name.
And that's it.
Linda Lusardi, because of
why
the page 3.
Was she actually a page 3?
I'm sure she was. They all were. That's how they got famous, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, where else were you going to see them? We didn't have the internet back then, so I was like.
And to be honest, I didn't have a dad that liked to buy the Sun either. So there was only a certain type of kid who was getting access to that. That page 3 spread.
Slim pickings back then, Mike.
Slim pickings. Yeah.
But yes, not to get too far off the point. But yeah, so you're saying you were showing off your chest like.
No, I wasn't showing off my chest. It was literally. It was a t-shirt.
It was a t-shirt.
But it was.
Nah, come on now. It was a t-shirt, yes, but there's different types of t-shirts.
All right. It was actually kind of in the style of,
what size t-shirt was it?
No, it wasn't tight.
It wasn't tight. It was like slim fit. Was
no,
it like
it
muscle
wasn't.
fit?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Was it like a crop top? Did you showing off the belly?
No, Andy, you think I'm crazy?
Is it like a V-neck type thing? Was it
No.
off the shoulder number? Is that
No,
what
it was. I know what you're thinking of.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is it?
Did I walk into a party?
Did you walk to a party with one shoulder exposed?
No.
Were you telling people you're going to make them
slow
feel
dancing? What's his name? Stefan Dennis. You God.
Or was it Paul Robinson? No,
Paul
was
Robinson.
it Paul? Was he Paul?
Yeah, he was Paul
Robinson.
No, wait, wasn't it Paul Robinson
The
guy-
dad?
the dad with the
Yeah.
grey hair?
Yeah, wasn't that? I don't
No.
know.
I can't remember now. Why are we segueing into
I
neighbours?
don't know. I'm just imagining you walking into a nightclub, down some stairs, there's a fog machine going, you know, everyone's stopping as you come in, and you're like, gonna make you feel good. And they're like,
Right.
yeah, this guy's gonna make me feel good. Let's see what he's got to say. Turn that music up. He clearly has a song. And then, you know, you're doing a little swagger.
Then I
you
kick open the gate.
You kick open the gate. You don't open it like a regular person because
No.
you're immense. Yeah,
I'm intense.
You're intense and immense, and everyone knows it. And they're like, "This guy, he's changing the whole way things are done." I didn't know you
Well,
could do.
let me just cut this story short. That never happened in Dubai, and if it did happen to anyone in Dubai, no one's going to hear of them again. So, Ross has got in contact to say the last thing they want you to validate in Dubai is a valet ticket for their Rolls Royce or Lamborghinis. That's true. We saw quite a few of those out there.
Oh wow.
And he also goes, he's a wealth of knowledge, this man. He says that Linda Lusardi was a page 3 girl, but she was considered classy compared to some of the others. Laugh at
Some of the others.
You're in the know, clearly. I didn't know there was a class of.
But this
Is there like?
I thought
like
it was just
top.
top 10 page.
Is there like
3
top
stunners.
10, and then there's just like, you know, the last turkey in the shop, sort of page. Well, it should be in like page 39 or something.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're still up for it, there's this at the back.
this at the back. Got something in the back. Can have that. Nobody else wants it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, and that's the worst thing. It's like if you're a page 3 model, right? You've gone out and you think, you know what? This is what's come to. Yeah, can't find no other work. Better get the baps out. You know what I mean? Give the fella something. You know what I mean? And then you go there. You know,
I don't think that's how it starts.
I'm pretty sure. It's
I mean, it depends. But you know what was really mad about those page 3 girls back in the day in the 80s? All right. I think it was The Sun. I'm not sure if any other newspapers had them as well. Probably.
Okay.
I'm sure there was like The Star. They probably still got that going.
I thought it was just like ongoing thing for all the
Was it all the red
tabloids.
tops?
Yeah.
I'm not
like-
sure if the Daily Mail had it.
No, not the Daily Mail, but like the Star, the Sun.
They would have
News
like
of the World.
they're too classy. They would have like a page 3 cravat or something like that. Oh, saucy cat. You know.
All the buttons.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, you know what I mean, but that was the thing, and I
I
think
don't know how they got into it, but whenever I saw those girls, I always imagined that they probably had a dad who was proud of it, and he'd go to his mates at work and say,
questions.
"Oh, look, that's my daughter there."
That's it. That's
Yeah.
my Janine. Look at her.
Yeah.
Look at her baps.
Yeah.
That's what he says. That's what he classes them.
Oh, look at it, just like her mum's.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, yeah, but don't like it too much.
just imagine him bouncing
I'll
up and
chin
down.
you.
I'll chin you.
You know,
That's
you
enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you
Yeah.
can have another look, but that's it.
Yeah. What are you going with that? Yeah.
Just need to go to the toilet quickly. No, yeah, but yeah, it's a strange road to travel there. And the thing is, back then it was like a symbol of, you know, the height of being accepted and lusted after. You were page 3.
Page 3. But do you know of any page 3 girls that actually went on to do anything else that
Nothing-
was long lasting?
Yeah, nothing that was that they were proud of. I don't think. I mean, for
No,
some,
there was.
well, Samantha Fox was probably the biggest.
Oh, didn't she?
She ended up in Bollywood, I think. She was in a few Bollywood films.
Yeah.
Which was really weird. But yeah, you got to take the work where it comes, I guess.
Yeah. I guess so.
But yeah, but nobody ever, and you know what it was? There was that shift in the 80s, 90s where it was like, all right, this is seen as lowbrow now. We're educated now. We want, you know, smart humor. We don't want carry on. We want, you know, alternative. We want Alexis Sale. You know, what I mean? We want Rick Mail. We want the young ones. We want all that kind of stuff. So I think with that, even like the tabloids and page 3 girls kind of got shoved to the side. It was like, okay, we have them, but they're not seen or revered in the way they used to. Because I remember back in the day, like, you're in school and like, like you'd see the little kids were like, Samantha Fox or Linda Lusardi. You know what I mean? And then after a while, it was like, all right, we know they're there and what they do, but we're just not going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to do a Sudoku instead. And it was that kind of thing.
Yeah,
we're cultured now, Mike. We've moved on.
Crossword.
Yeah, so all of those birds can get dashed in the bin.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much.
Besides, we've seen those baps for years now.
Getting a bit tired of them, to be fair. You know, put some tassels on or something.
That's the thing.
Put a smiley face on them.
Yeah.
You know, red nose, red nose.
Looking more like hot dog buns.
Hot dog buns. How does that even work?
Gravity. I don't know.
That's it.
Ross has enlightened us more. He has said that there were also the Sport and the Sunday Sport, which were very low-end publications.
You see, now that's what I'm saying.
I'm assuming they were just about sport then, yeah?
No. I think that was the guys, like the Sunday Sport is for the dads, isn't it? Like, just getting the Sunday Sport, love. And you know there's no sport in there. There's very little
more
sport in
baps.
You know what I mean? It's sport, but it's probably being presented by a topless woman as well, pointing to charts. You know what I mean? And she's got like a pair of glasses on to say that. No, she's educated.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, glasses, white coat.
Yeah, she's got a mortarboard on. Like she's just come from university, a topless university, clearly. You know what I mean? Stockings and suspenders and that kind of stuff. And she's pointing at a picture of some guys playing cricket. And it was like, yeah, that's sport.
That's sport.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, he comes, Dad, wait, can I read about sport? No, get out of it.
I'm reading about Beefy. Is that what they used to call him back in the day? Ian Botham?
Oh yeah, Beefy. Oh man, we're going way back, man.
I know.
I'm sorry for anyone who was born after 95.
Yeah.
Because you have no reference to any of these.
We may as well be just from the last century.
Yeah.
With the stuff we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we should probably move on.
Okay. Boss has just given us another nugget of information. He says he's pretty sure that Sam Fox started when she was 16. Pretty distasteful these days.
Yeah,
I don't know.
16.
I don't know. I mean, hasn't the bar been lowered nowadays for what people can be doing?
Well,
and at what age?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's always going to be a market for it, unfortunately. So it's just who can get there first, really, isn't it?
You know, I just had a bizarre idea. All right, probably going to regret this afterwards, considering this is a live show. But you know, it's a new world, all right? You know, there's more
new possibilities.
New possibilities. You know, we've got to be more tolerant, and we've got to be more open-minded.
Okay, we're woke, Mike. We're
woke. We are of the woke generation. So, page 3, right?
Right.
What do we just see on there all the time? Just baps, right?
Just baps, Mike. Yeah.
Suppose someone doesn't want baps anymore.
What do they want?
Suppose they want, I don't know.
What, a nice, Savaloy, is that what you're saying?
No, because that's not. There's magazines. There's a bit. Yeah, I mean, we don't want rated X stuff.
No, we're trying to keep it family friendly.
Yeah, but I mean, it tends to be just one type of person, innit?
Yes. What you mean, the page 3 girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you mixing it up? What, like
mix it up? You know,
dot cotton in there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Why limit it to age?
Yeah.
I mean,
they're all attractive, Mike. You know, in their own way.
Eye of the beholder.
There you go.
Maybe we need some older baps.
The older baps. Why stop there? Why not? Different
transition.
Yeah, hey,
why not?
You get Caitlyn Jenner up there. I'm sure a lot of people are interested to see what's going on there.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner's baps.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm feeling there'll be a few less dads spending time alone with those.
That's the misconception. Why does it have to be for dads? Come on, you know.
Yeah, what about for mums?
Yeah. How about get Philip Schofield in there? Yeah, pair of
with
fuzzy pants
baps
on. He can have some baps. Why not? I'm sure he's got Schofield type baps. You know what I mean? It's like, that's Philip Schofield.
That's such a nice lad.
Slender swan-like neck. That frail pigeon-like body. It does things to me. You know what I mean? And he'd be selling. They'd be flying off the shelves, Mike.
Well, apparently, Ross, you are just like a font of information today. He said there was a huge
niche.
It is, yeah. We'll have to ask you about this later on, how you know so much about this stuff. But anyway, he said there was a huge rivalry in the 80s between Sam Fox and the Italian singer Sabrina, who did the song "Boys, Boys, Boys."
Oh, I remember that.
It was mostly over the size of their breasts. I preferred Sabrina, of course you did.
So hold on. So was it Sabrina who did Boys, Boys, Boys?
Apparently.
Okay, because I just thought it was. Now you mention it,
interchangeable.
I just thought it was, if you'd have said it was Samantha Fox, I would have said yeah.
I don't even know who Sabrina is. When you thought,
I'm sure if
Sabrina,
you like go onto like Channel 5 at 11:45 on a Friday or Sunday, and they have like, top moments from the 80s or some stupid.
Oh right, yeah, and then
they'll have like some old footage of that video. Like, boys. It's like, yeah, I remember that did exist.
Song,
yeah, and then that's the only place you're going to see that. But back then, that was like Xbox versus PlayStation, and now it's like just some sad
times
old
have moved on.
Birds.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe, in fact, let's put this to the listeners. All right. Now, obviously, you're probably a lot younger than us. for those of you who didn't grow up with that as a form of entertainment in your dad's newspaper, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think they should mix it up a bit, and maybe page 3 won't be so taboo anymore?
Well, you know what I want to know? Sorry to cut you, Mike. What I want to know is these kids today now, these young'uns, what is their version?
Apparently that's what we got to call them.
Okay, what is their version of the page 3? And what I mean is like, a little bit of titillation here and there, because like sometimes you'll be on.
Well, they're on the internet now, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, we don't want to get straight into the grot. We just want titillation. I don't want to just see it rutting. It ruins the aesthetic. It's not tasteful. You want
to take your time.
Take your time with it. Intrigue me. You know what I mean? So you go on there and they'll have like some kind of TikTok dance going on, or somebody jumping up and down and whatever. What is their version of that? All right, a little bit of titillation on the way to work. Oh, that was all right.
I don't think there's any middle ground anymore.
It's not. It's just all or nothing. Just full on.
I can't see. I mean, let's say, all right, what do people spend their time on online? It's like your Instagram and your Twitter. You can't put that on any of those things.
No, that's true. But then that's what I'm saying, because back then, remember, that page 3 thing was accepted. Nobody even questioned that it was a bit risque, a bit distasteful. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. So
you're saying, what's the equivalent nowadays?
What's the equivalent now? So it doesn't have to be straight,
so
full on hardcore porn, but it's just got to be something that it's like a bit of cheeky fun. Bit of cheeky. No one's really getting in bent shape.
I mean,
but it's the sort of thing that in 20 years people are going to be saying, you disgusting.
Mate, there's a possibility that there may be something that we're just totally taking for granted that is considered, that's horrible. How could they have done that back then? But I can't really think what that would be, because there's more of a PC approach and a bit more thought, I think, into what goes out there, especially with the invention of social media and the internet and what you can access so easily.
But this is the thing. Throughout time, there's always been a bit of caution of what you can and you can't do.
No, absolutely.
Within reason. But then as time goes on, what we thought was acceptable then becomes
But you had a bit more control of what was accessible. So you could have a medium where, a little bit of nipple. All right.
Because that's what people are tuning in for.
That's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to get.
Calm down, son. Calm down.
All right. That's all you're going to get. Right. But now we're in a world of, I can press a button and it's just, grot everywhere. All you want.
I mean, we don't want to go down that road.
No, we don't.
That's way
but
too
my point
much.
is, back then you didn't have that option. If you wanted to get the grot, you're going to have to climb some walls and probably do a lot of running. All right.
You had to go international. Mike. You had to go to like Germany or one of those kind of places.
And have a long raincoat and dress up like the Pink Panther or whatever.
Lots of brown packages, that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of work that goes into it. All right. That or peering over your granddad's shoulder while he's looking at page 3 and holding on to the memory.
Well, they say railroad sidings, building sites, that kind of place. I mean, stuff where, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be seeing this.
Shouldn't be seeing this, son.
You know what I mean?
Rummaging through building site bins for old discarded page 3 pages.
But this is the thing, and I mean, look, I don't want to spend too much time on page 3 because obviously it's not as classy as it was. But this is just to put it into perspective, right? Back then, you had page 3 models on the page 3, and they were so popular. Like Ross said, they were doing songs. They'd be on like talk shows and kids' TV shows and stuff like that. And
I'm sure they'll be. I'm not sure if I ever saw
Samantha Fox on Going Live or something like that. But it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they had that image of the it girl. You know what I mean? So like, all right, we've got like Katy Price now. and she's kind
Is
of.
she an it girl?
Well, she was when she came out. Because remember, there was that period.
Wait, I thought it girls were like the classy ones.
No, no, they're just the
not
girl
classy.
that has it, whatever it is.
I thought it was like
whatever's popular at the time. I mean, right? Remember the whole Rachel phase from Friends?
Yeah,
she was the it girl then because everyone wanted to be like Rachel.
She just has it.
She has it.
Okay,
that's it.
Right.
Remember what it is? I don't know what it is, but she has
it. Got it.
She's got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what is the equivalent now? What's the it?
Well,
because I mean, I'm assuming now because we're in a woke society.
Well, I don't think Katy Perry's got it
girl
anymore. If she did have it,
well, she's
spending a lot of time and money trying to get it back.
But yeah, but then this is what I'm saying, because things have changed now. It's not about just getting your baps out, Mike. That don't work anymore. You know, you got to be woke. You got to be seen to be caring. If you're getting your baps out, it's for charity. You know, it's to make sure that people have water in third world countries. It's to bring awareness to domestic abuse.
Oh, well, some people are doing that. Yeah, I mean, or at least some facade that's why they're doing it.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give Katy Perry that. I don't think
not
she's
Katy Perry, Kate Price.
Whatever. All right.
Woke, everyone.
Yeah,
woke.
I don't think either of them are doing it for charity. that stuff for charity. I'm pretty sure wherever Katie Price is learning. I know. I listen to things, you see. Whatever she's doing, I'm pretty sure that's not for charity. I'm sure. I think it was only today something came up on my feed with the latest face job or whatever it is.
The latest face job.
Face job, yeah, she's always getting.
You mean facelift? Because face job conjures up different kinds of images. Man.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure she's not doing, and if she is, she's not making it
behind.
public.
That's behind closed doors.
Personal life, Mike. Her time, her face, whatever she wants to do.
I don't know. I'm sure those two things are not connected.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. Well, not intentionally.
Not intentionally. Oh, sorry. Bit too much. All right, it's all right. We'll go see the surgeon tomorrow. Yeah, but anyway, but she's had loads of stuff, and I'm sure that's not charity based. I'm sure that's more about, you know, because she obviously probably has some sort of body dysmorphia and wants to keep on fixing things.
No, but, sure. I mean,
and
I'm
also
sure
it draws the headlines and it grabs more attention. It's just her fame is now at a point where it's just famous just for the sake of being famous,
being that person.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously. With the implement of the internet and having access to our celebrities and knowing more about them, we get to know more about, you know, her personal life and obviously children and her husband, relationships and all that kind of stuff. So we get to build a bigger, more in-depth picture of this person. So they're not just a pair of baps. So we start to think, oh no, this has happened. Oh no, this has happened.
Well, that's actually interesting because it does change the whole dynamic because before, when those dirty old men were just ogling over Sam Fox.
Yeah.
All right. It's just this object.
Yeah.
That they're looking at. Oh, she's hot. She is.
That's it.
All right.
Not once did one of them man say, look at the page tree and think, I wonder if she's able to pay her mortgage this month. Nobody cares.
I wonder if she has dreams and aspirations.
I wonder if she really is a good singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's cared.
I want to see what's in her future.
Or I wonder if she has eyebrows.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered to look up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Babs. You know what I mean? It was that.
Yeah.
It was that.
But now
little.
It's like
put into
you can know about stuff, and you know what? It's the whole internet thing. And then who was the first person who ended up with some sort of raunchy video that shouldn't have been released? Ended up online. What was it? Paris
Hilton.
Didn't she have some stupid
night in Paris? Yeah.
Oh yeah, is that what it was called?
That was what it was called. And I remember what
tasteful.
Yeah. Well, taste is an interesting word.
Depends what end of the situation you're in.
Which end exactly?
Yeah.
Different taste at different ends, Mike.
There you go.
Anyway,
there you go.
But the thing about it is, I mean, remember, was it Tommy Lee and Pamela?
I would say Tommy Lee Jones. I want to see that tape.
God, you don't. Well, speaking of that, what was it? What was the guy's name now? Come on, Tom Sizemore. Now, for all of those who don't know who Tom Sizemore is,
he's the type of guy that. You know what? Even if he wasn't famous, you know there's a tape of something.
He's been recorded doing something distasteful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to explain who he is. You can Google Tom Sizemore. He was
actor.
He was in True Romance.
True Romance.
Anyway,
he wasn't in Few Good Men.
No.
That would be really bad casting. But
the point is, he was an unsavory type of
character
in those films, and which kind of led to him having this sex tape that apparently he released himself because of the whole craze of the sex tapes at the time. So it's like, all these people are getting famous from sex tapes. I'm going to do a sex tape because people want to see that. Turned out, guess what? Nobody wanted to see that. Nobody wanted to see.
No, if you're going to do a sex tape,
sweaty, overweight Italian man having sex on film. You know,
no.
I mean, some people did, but not enough.
There is a market for that. I'm sure if you go to your favourite site and type in morbidly obese, sweaty Italian man having sex, I'm sure there'll be a raft of videos.
So many keep you going for hours, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the point is that anybody could have a sex tape, and it became the thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now in this day and age, I mean, if it's so easy to do that, it's cheap. You know what I mean?
Well, now you've got this whole fans only thing, innit?
Well, this is it. Look, if we're going to do it, might as well do it
only
properly.
Fans. I was corrected about this the other day. Yeah.
So, but what I'm trying to find out is, because we know we have that. Everybody knows that the internet has porn. That's not a mystery, right? Fine. It's not like back in the day where if you saw porn, it was like, oh my God, so-and-so's got a tape, their uncle brought it over. And it was like the stuff of legends that you heard, you know, a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
You could just go on your phone now and see it. So the novelty's worn off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, the bar gets high, and I just think it's like if you stay in that circus, you're going to start seeing some weird stuff.
Oh yeah. You don't want to start going down any porn rabbit holes, because you change, you're not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You might actually see actual rabbits in there, you know, so be careful.
Good God.
What you'll find.
But what I'm trying to say now is, because, all right, say you're on your way to work and you're on your phone. Now, most people do what they call dead scrolling when you're on Instagram.
You're just blindly scrolling through.
It's
stuff,
just, you know, that, in my eyes, is the same version as the page free. It's a little bit of titillation. It's something to take your mind off of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, on your way to work or in your lunch break or whatever, right? Now, as with page free, it's been kind of, we don't do that anymore. It's seen as distasteful. So what I'm saying is, in the next 20 years, they're going to look back and people will be like, yeah, remember people used to watch cat videos, exploiting those poor cats. They didn't want to be filmed. And look,
that could happen.
See, this is what I'm saying. Now, the way things are going, you can't ever see. This has been a long journey to get back to this point. But the point is, whatever you do now, at some point, someone's going to look back and say that was inappropriate. You know what I mean? So you can't win. There's no such thing as being woke, because it keeps changing. So even if we try and be as woke as we possibly can, 20 years time, we're going to look. People are going to look at us like,
that man said thank you.
You know, thank you.
Throw him in prison.
Thanking him without his permission. What kind of monster? You know what I mean? So the way I see it is, again, use your common sense. All right, somebody does something that you like or you don't like, or you see as being offensive or not offensive, use your common sense. You know what I mean?
Again, I understand what you're saying, but when people say that, I think the term common sense is probably ill-labelled. I don't think it should,
it's
because
not common.
It's not common.
Yeah.
That's like saying, use your sixth sense. Not everyone's got that shit. No. You know what I mean? I can't see any ghosts in here. If you can, that's good for you. I don't want to see it, and I ain't got it. And maybe that's what it's like with common sense.
Well,
but before you go on, because you made some very good points, Ross wanted to enlighten us with more information from our previous digression.
Is this more about page free girls?
No. And the reason why, keep that word in mind, and the reason why this is definitely not about a page free girl.
Okay.
I'm just going to read his text.
Right.
Apparently Daniela Westbrook, hence why it's not about page free girls.
She better have one blinded pair of baps.
Oh, no.
I didn't even look at her face, Mike. I was mesmerised.
Probably just best not to. But anyway, it goes, apparently Daniela. Is it Daniela or is it Danielle?
I thought it was Daniela.
That's what I thought, but he's written Danielle.
Or maybe it's what do they call it?
A typo.
Not a typo. Predictive text.
Probably. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's not famous enough for them to predict
No,
it.
they're not going to put her name in there.
Yeah. He probably had to write Westbrook and then put them together, because
Like, she's that popular where you could just start writing Danielle and it's just going to pop Danielle Westbrook. That's clearly who you wanted to do. We know.
Yeah.
She's in the memory banks.
But he has said, apparently Daniela Westbrook is annoyed. Nah, there's more.
You know what? If I was Daniela Westbrook, I'd be annoyed. Pissed.
I'd be annoyed. Yeah. Whatever time of day it is. No, is annoyed because her EastEnders character has been recast. She's an even bigger mess than Katie Price, and that's really saying something. But
the thing is, right? And I mean, I don't want to.
But I mean, that's
Daniela Westbrook because obviously she's paying for whatever she's done.
Yeah.
But come on, love. You look like Barry McGuigan. No one is. You're not. What are you trying to do? Blonde hair can only take you so far. I see what you're trying to do, but it's like you can see that you can see.
I get it when you're in the 90s, and let's face it, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes. That was 30 odd years ago.
Age.
So look,
is even without
as well. Even without obviously the things that have happened in her life that has impacted her. You
weren't doing yourself any favors.
You wasn't doing your favors. You know what I mean?
Even if she'd been a vegan back then and nothing else, she'd still be 30 years older, right? So you're pushing it, love. Even that, and then you add in obviously all the hardships that your face has been through over the years.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even brought you back to EastEnders. I mean, to be fair, was she that good of an actress?
No. I mean, what else was she in?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he also says Kim Kardashian also had a sex tape.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the thing that made them famous, wasn't it?
I don't know what. I thought it was their show.
I think they got the show off the back of the sex tape.
Okay. He says, although not with Kanye.
No,
I don't know.
It was Brandy's brother, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Okay. And then Kanye went there afterwards?
Yep.
Yeah, someone should have been talking to that boy a long time ago, man. Say there's something wrong with you, man. Because I don't know. If I mean, let's say I was a young, free and single guy, and then there's this girl, and then I see there's this sex tape that everyone else is seeing. Go over. I don't understand that. I don't understand the thinking.
But this is interesting though, because I mean, say if that was, you go on a date with someone, it's your first date, and you're having a really good time, and you've got to share all these in jokes, and you go and see a film, and you've got the same taste in film. It's a perfect date.
Yeah,
perfect
you
night.
get on. Great.
You know what I mean? And you think, you know what? I think we're going to pursue this, and you start a little bit of a relationship, and you see how it goes, and you're generally enjoying each other's company. Then one day you go around your mate's house, he goes, "Wait, Mike, you want to have a look at this?" Puts a tape in. A tape. I'm clearly
no,
this
but
is
that's
stuff
different.
that's happening in the
but that's
80s.
Different.
But
you discovered it afterwards, and I know, yes, it's still the same thing,
right? But then you see it, Mike.
Yeah, you've seen it.
You see it in all its
not saying
graphic
I won't.
detail.
I'm not sure. It really depends what you see. But
look, it's not going to be like a sex scene on Dynasty.
No fireplace and rug.
No, there's
no
rug,
fade to black.
but it's not.
Yeah,
there's plenty of black.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's black all up in there. No, but anyway. We digress.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so all right, yeah, so you've seen that.
What do you do, mate?
Well, I don't know. It really depends on the connection I've made with that person. If I can overlook the horrific Hellraiser type sights that I've seen on the sex tape that you described.
To show
you.
I
mean, if there's like pinheads walking around and stuff, then this is not your regular show.
This is a weird night for you. What happened here?
Yeah, but I mean, it's different from seeing a sex tape and then pursuing that person.
Yes.
Because then I think, well, what is this about then?
Well, this is it.
Oh, before we go on into
that would have
this,
to be one hell of a sex tape.
Anne-Marie has got in contact. She says common sense is woke.
Okay. I guess
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's just the new common sense, isn't it? It's
and the thing is, but my initial point about common sense is that I think common sense, I think it's a myth.
Well,
I don't think it's a real thing.
I think it's a point of view, isn't it? It's perspective. Because
but
what's
when
common to one person isn't common to
exactly.
somebody
But
else.
when we talk about common sense, we talk about it like it's this all unifying, almost like an unwritten law that everyone knows.
Yes,
that's what we're referring to. And the reality is, look at the world we live in. Well, clearly, 90% of the human beings are idiots.
They're doing their own thing, Mike.
Yeah,
they're
not idiots. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but we are on some stupid shit.
It's a point of view, isn't it? What you class as an idiot, someone else classes as
okay.
genius or
All right.
woke.
Well, yeah, I guess. But what I'm saying is, okay, let's say we're sat in this room, and let's say I'm letting out a little bit of gas out of some pipe that will slowly kill us. All right.
If we sit here long enough with all the windows and doors shut,
it will probably kill us.
We will die.
We will die
over time. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. But right now, it's not hurting.
It's not hurting anybody.
Everything's
just breathe
fine.
it out.
It's all right. Yeah. Just open the window a bit and close it again.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Put it off into another day. Someone else will walk in the room. It won't matter. All right.
Yes. Don't
Aren't
turn
we doing
off the
that?
pipe though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't we doing that?
Well,
as human beings, I'm not going to get on my whole Greenpeace rant, right? But essentially,
yeah,
that can only be described as just a weird, slow, lazy version of suicide, or you are really stupid, or just neglectful of your own well-being and that of others. So that's what I'm saying.
Yes, I mean, I get. I mean, that's a bit more of
that flies in the face situation, of common sense.
Yeah. Yes. I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
sure it's not as. Sure, it's not as open and shut as that. But all right, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think the problem is though when you talk about common sense, it depends a lot on the situation you're applying this common sense to. So, you know, again, let's say another analogy: if you're in the zoo and you drop into the bear enclosure, right? Now, the common sense would say to you, "Get out.
I'm already dead.
Don't do anything. It's already too late." You know what I mean? There's that, or there's the part of you that says, "Scream
at the lion,
scream at the lion,
or
at the bear, scream for help."
Are they in the same enclosure? That's a really strange zoo.
It's an animal fight club. You didn't realise, and you just tripped, and everyone's like, "Yeah," and they're throwing money. It's like, "Yeah, $50 on that black guy to get horribly mauled." I don't know, whatever. Right, but the fact is, you're in there, all right? So you're in the enclosure with bears and tigers, apparently. Right? What does your common sense tell you to do?
Get out.
Get out. Exactly. How do you do that?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
This is what I'm saying. So this is where the common sense argument kind of falls apart, because everybody's got their own idea of what they do. Some people will try and attack the bear.
So maybe we need to stop saying, then, yeah, so we're kind of on the same page. Maybe we need to just stop talking about common sense, because clearly you ain't got any.
Well, I don't say that you haven't got it. I just think it differs from person to person.
Exactly. Whatever then it's not common.
Well, there you go.
Use some sense that will actually help this situation better. Yes. All right.
Well, I think the common aspect between all of those is to get to safety, to avoid being mauled. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but money.
Well, if it's like someone's paying you to get mauled by a bear, then that's a different situation. I don't think common sense has anything to do with that. I think common sense left that building a long time ago.
Yeah, especially if you made that agreement.
You know what I mean? I'll pay you to get mauled by a bear,
and I'll give you more afterwards.
You know, just use your common sense. That's not going to help anybody.
Ross has got in contact again. He said the Kardashians became famous because their dad was O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Close. Because their dad was O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. Their dad was O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. Well, I think
not.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's what made them famous to the point of having the Kardashians.
No, I'm not sure if it was just like O.J. Simpson lawyer sex tape. I'm pretty sure there was more that happened in between, Ross. I'm just saying. All right, I feel like there were some little gaps in your knowledge here.
Step, Mike, yeah, you know,
because I know O.J. got off, and then he didn't come around the house and say, "Look, man, I got this video."
But the funny thing is, maybe that was crazy. Maybe that was O.J. Simpson that implemented the whole thing.
I got this video camcorder.
You know what?
I don't know how to use it. I must leave it right here. With your daughter. See you later.
I feel like
I don't think that happens.
I think like the common sense aspect of that would be to get away from O.J. Simpson. He's not helping you.
If O.J. Simpson turns up
with the video camera,
I don't care what he turns up with.
Whatever it is. It's like, no, he shouldn't just be turning up.
This way, is there any situation where O.J. Simpson could turn up
unannounced and everyone's going to be okay with that?
Yeah. Hey kids, Santa Claus isn't here, but what we do have,
the next best thing, you know him from the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
That you're
if you don't know,
to remember,
your parents would have told you this story, and this is someone you should probably avoid.
Yes, surprise.
But I didn't actually add what else Ross said. He said if he hadn't done the murder. Wait a minute, let me just read this.
Wow, he just went straight into if he hadn't done the murder. I mean,
oh wow. He says if they hadn't done the murders, they would have never amounted to anything.
Wait, who did murders?
he said, well, I mean,
The Kardashians?
no.
So what's he talking about? Wait, I feel like I've missed something.
Kardashian murders. No, that's not what it was. He says, let me start the sentence again,
please,
so we have clarity,
yes,
so that anyone listening back to this doesn't get any wrong ideas.
And we don't get sued, more importantly.
Yeah, got no money anyway. But
stop saying it like it's a good thing.
So who's losing, really? You're just wasting it, just throw your money away, you moron.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Yeah, it's all part of my plan.
That's it.
No, anyway.
Say what I want.
Yeah. No, he says the Kardashians became famous because their dad was O.J. Simpson's lawyer. If he hadn't done the murders, they would have never amounted to anything. Funny how things work out. I still feel like there's a bit more to the story, but I take your point and your perspective on the subject.
Okay,
but
I still feel like the sex tape had a lot to do with it as well. But hey, I don't want to do a show about the Kardashians, Mike.
No,
I feel like it's beneath us.
It is. I'll just finalise this one last thing. So stop sending us stuff about the Kardashians, Ross. I'm going to end up dreaming about them tonight. But he says they used the notoriety of the trial to launch themselves as reality stars. They definitely saw a chance and took it. I take my hat off to them. That's what he says. I don't. But
not my words.
Not my words. Ross admires the Kardashians. That's all we need.
That's all we need to take away from that. I see. Right. So we've. I think we've talked enough about the Kardashians. I want to talk about. Excuse me. So this report, Mike. Again, I don't mean to keep coming back to this, but
that
this is getting a bit ridiculous now. So
okay.
I just want to clarify because this is. I
want clarity.
Well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do. But I'm not up to date with the news like you are, Mike. Maybe you can explain this a little bit better. But it seems to me that this report that everybody's waiting for has come out, and
wait.
See, now this is the thing. It's been released, but not to the public, or not in its entirety.
Well, no, wait.
Forgive me.
Yeah. Okay, yes, you are right. A report,
okay,
has been released.
Right.
Now, at the time it was due to be released, which was like last week, Wednesday, it didn't come out. And then when they were about to release it, I think the day before, the police went, actually, Sue Gray, don't release the report in its entirety because 12 of the 16 parties that have been highlighted, we're looking into for possible criminal charges or prosecutions.
Oh, wow.
All right. So it was then used as an advantageous thing for Boris to say, well, I can't really talk about the report now because
look how that worked out.
You know, that it's under investigation and it would prejudice the process if I were to talk about it, which actually is nonsense.
So you're saying to me that if it wasn't for this, the police stepping in and saying that, you know, these we need to hold on to these reports because they're part of a criminal investigation, he would have released it by now. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let's not go that far. I mean, he'd have less reason not to release it.
Okay.
But as it stands, he's been given a version of the report. So when he spoke in Parliament, everyone was like, nah, man, we want to see the report. And he was like, oh, well, you know, police investigating, just wait until they finalise it and then I'll send you the report. And they're like, no, we want the full report.
I'll see. You know what it reminds me of? Remember that scene in Fargo?
Yeah. True code. I'll send it to you.
I'm sending right over. Gosh darn it! I've got the numbers right here in front of me. Yeah, I'll fax them up. No, don't,
we're gonna need.
Don't fax them. We need the actual copies. Yeah, no, I hear. I'm doing it. So I'll fax them right over. No faxing.
No, I need the actual copies. You actually need the actual document, sir. Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
I'm with you all the way. I'm cooperating. I tell you what. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna as soon as I get back to the office, I'm gonna have Marie fax them over. Okay, I'll see you later. What are you doing?
That's basically what he's done. So yeah, as it stands, the police are investigating. He's still refusing to say his part to play.
Okay.
But
see, this is what makes me laugh because it's like
it's a different game now.
Yeah, it's like you're doomed to failure because eventually this report is going to come out.
Well, yeah, it's like you've lied about it so much that. That's all we care about.
That's
now.
all we care.
We don't even care what it. We just want to see it. You know,
we want to see the man who's painted himself into the corner get paint all over his feet as he tries to walk out of the corner.
Well, this is the thing, but it's got to the point where a lot of his own MPs are just well, not a lot, but a few of them are just like
no confidence.
Yeah,
Vote no confidence.
yeah, they're just had enough.
Yeah.
But it's a different game now, because now I think it's a war against the public's ability to maintain focus on a news story.
Yes.
The longer we push this down the road, then the less we're going to care about it.
I guess so. Maybe it just gets to the point where people are tired of hearing about it, and then it just goes away, Mike. Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and Anne-Marie is she's like our news correspondent.
She's in the
like
field,
the only
Mike.
sensible person in the room. She says, now they're thinking of sacking or replacing Police Commissioner Dame Cressida Dick.
That's not a name, is it?
Cressida Dick.
Cressida Dick. You have to go into politics with a name like that. You can't be taken serious anywhere else.
Or in some sort of high office. But she's the police commissioner.
Okay.
Yeah. She's it's interesting because she's someone who probably should have left that role a long time
That's
ago.
what I'm saying. I think a lot of people are going to be resigning before things get too hot, because it's like people are going to go down. There's no two ways about it. If there's been a criminal investigation, it's not like the police are going to say, you know what, it was all right.
Well, it may come to that, because I mean, one of the issues or speculations about this whole thing is that it might be that police may be involved in some sort of way, because when you think about it, Downing Street is guarded all up and down the place.
Yep.
How are you bringing in like suitcases of champagne and balloons and shit? All right, I don't know if they have balloons. All right, but still.
You got like a cake with a stripper in it, Mike? Is it like a party that's happening in an 80s college film? Is that what this is?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So let's
got
say
like watermelons getting carried in. You know, there's a guy playing the guitar.
Cannons and all that, yeah.
Light show, Jean-Michel Jarre's there, Mike.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, look, let's paint a picture, right? You're one of those bobbies at Downing Street.
Yeah.
You're either at the gate or you're the guy outside the door.
Right.
Or the guy who opens the door and then closes it again. There's police all over the gaff.
You're working your way up to the door opening.
Yeah. There's cops all over the gaff. You're one of them, right?
Okay.
You've just seen the Prime Minister come out of Downing Street and said, right, it is important to maintain the social distancing, no parties, no, we didn't say that, but no social gatherings.
No social gathering.
One person, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right? And then he walks off, and then you see a whole heap of people queuing out
like a massive
down the street.
conga line coming down the street.
Doing the chicken dance. All right? Doing all that.
They got those,
and
the things
as a policeman, aren't you going to be like,
this is a little odd. Are you sure you're at the right
Are you sure?
place?
Because I just saw
The Prime Minister. He said, this is not what we should be doing, but you seem to be doing it.
In my common sense.
So you go again.
Yeah. There has to, just by the powers of deduction, one of the police must know about all that.
Yeah.
So that means they're probably investigating themselves, which I'm sure is going to be fair.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Why wouldn't it be? Independent investigation by the police on the police.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's so rubbish, right? I mean, Boris, he tried to do this. Oh, it was so painful. He tried to do this sort of contrite approach to being in Parliament. Like, I just want to start by saying, I'm sorry for the way people feel about how things were handled.
You see, that's so close.
I know, he can't do it.
He can't just. He can't.
So, and these are the big implementations. And obviously, I'm aware. I know what's going on. I know what the problem is. And obviously, we are going to be. And that's the thing, because everyone was like, "Yeah, it's you."
Yes,
right?
I mean, it's like you're telling us what we were doing. I'm aware. Yes, we know you're aware.
Yeah,
we're all on
aware.
That page. That's a page that's passed. We're waiting to see.
Yeah, and he's like saying, and in order to address the issues that have come up within Downing Street, we're going to be setting up a special office of the Prime Minister. I'm like, wait,
what?
Isn't that what you?
So what are you doing? This is it. What have you been doing then? Another office to do what? I see.
There you go.
And that has made all the difference.
There you go. And you know what? I just realised we've gone slightly over time. So,
wow.
See, you've had an hour and 10 minutes of
Look
this
at that.
non-stop
A
Mike
day
and Dee.
early. What did you say? What did you say it at the end? Like it was going on. Mike and Dee,
non-stop.
They're coming after you. You can't hide. They're under your bed.
I wasn't going to go that far. I just said you just go non-stop Mike and Dee.
It doesn't stop. Relentless. Again and again and again and again.
No, but we are going to take a little 10-minute break and we'll be right back. And we are back after a short break. 10 minutes on the dot.
It's almost like we've done this 10 times before, Mike.
I know. It's interesting. It's interesting. We're learning.
Oh, well, anything for the listeners, you know?
It's all for them.
It's all for you. It's all for you, Damien. No. Yeah. So we're back again, Mike. So, second half of the show, and I like to start it off with, question of the week.
Okay, before you go on, I just want to make an official apology
for your sabotage last week. Is that
really
what it was?
wasn't. You know what? It was like the demons were in the room, man. I don't know. It's like there was some possession. It's like overtake his body,
destroy him.
Yeah, seriously, because I was trying to turn it down, and
somehow turned it up instead.
It just went straight up, and I was just in shock. Just guppy fish time.
I was as shocked as you were. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right?
So
really,
let's do this properly.
Okay.
I'm going to turn down the music. My hands will be nowhere near the keyboard. No chances of any possession.
Nothing. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
So if anything happens now, it's deliberate. Is that what you're saying? Because you've made all the precautions. So how else would anything go wrong?
What? I'm gonna say
Okay.
All right. So this time, music's going off.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Now I haven't prepared a theme tune. So would you like to suggest something? Is there a certain style that you'd like me to kind of ad-lib something, Mike, or? I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay, Bobby McFerrin.
Okay. All right. You really know how to pick them, don't you?
Okay, no. Or do you want to do...
No, I mean, I'm fine to do Bobby McFerrin. Does everybody out there know who Bobby McFerrin is?
Probably not. Actually, all right. Let's think someone more current.
Okay.
Adele? No? Okay.
I don't think that's going to come
within your
across
vocal range.
Not mine.
All right.
No.
Okay.
What should we let's see. How about we do what's the latest boy band, Mike? The
boy band? Do they even have?
Do they have boy bands? They don't. No. We could do. Well, all right. Listen, we were doing we're listening to Vanilla Ice, his movie that he did, if you can call it that.
Cool as ice.
Cool as ice.
All right. Or you can do that. Or I'm going to give you another option.
Okay.
Will Smith.
Okay.
No, there's probably a generation of people don't realise that he was an actual musician. I just realised that.
Yeah, they probably think that he just does pandering movies desperately trying to win an Oscar.
Yeah, and trying to get his son to be recognised as a talented actor.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? He did the Men in Black song, although that's what he added to a song.
Men in Black.
This is it. So, all right, question of the week in the style of a Will Smith.
Can I was going to be like Jazzy Jeff, but then I realised he didn't actually do anything vocally.
No, he did. I mean,
he constructed everything else. Yeah,
and then Will Smith added his thing.
Yeah.
So, all right then. Question of the yeah,
Big Will.
See, that's what you could do, Mike. You do a little beatbox.
All
right. That's right. Okay, get down. I'm here to say we want you to listen in, because we want you to hear what we got to say. Better keep listening, because I'm about to say what I'm going to say. Woohoo! Yeah, it's that time of the week.
Big Willie.
Big Willie. That's right. Y2K. Bring it to you live, because I'm respected as a rapper.
And actor.
Ooh, question of the week. Huh. There you go.
Yeah, I think that it's as if he was in the room.
I thought he was actually for a minute there. I was a bit scared. I turned around.
I was like, oh shit, it's me.
It was just a mirror. Actually, and I was like, oh. Chills,
Will
chills,
Smith.
Mike. Real stuff.
Yeah.
Bars, as they say.
He's a talent.
He's
He's done that new film, innit? Was it King?
the King. Is it
King
John?
William.
King William.
Is it
It's basically
the King of the Williams?
the King of the Williams.
It's something like that.
Because they needed a king, Mike. They had no representation. You know what I mean? I feel like I feel sorry for Will Smith in a way, because he's pigeonholed himself so early on in his career that he can't be taken seriously anymore.
You know what I feel so. You know what it was? It was a mix of feeling sorry and also losing respect at the same time. You know what it was? The moment.
What was that?
Because you know his wife has got that show. What's the name of that show?
The Red Table or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's her talking.
Just exposing all their personal, marital stuff.
And then there was this stuff about her
an entanglement.
Yeah. So let's just get the story straight. It came out that they were separated.
That's
okay.
That's how they term it now. You know?
Well, that's how they termed it after it came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were going through a separation. Will was doing his thing.
Was he though?
No, well, he wasn't. I was working, woman.
Trying to bring some money into this house.
Really? Trying to raise these kids. That's what I was doing. You see me go fucking anyway. No, he never said that.
He should have though.
Yeah, he should have. I would have respected you a lot more, Will.
Come on,
but
now.
Anyway, so he went on the red tape. Red table.
I'm sure it's called the Red Table.
Whatever her show is called.
Yeah.
All right. Because obviously, you know, after the Matrix, had some time in her hands, so
she had some time.
Yeah, like for 15 years.
Yeah, well,
no, not really. So I don't know how long. But anyway, so they were talking about the problems that they were going on, and obviously in this world where everything is just on display, brings on Will, right? And this is after it came out. No, I'm not sure if he knew about this before, but it came out that she had had some.
Apparently, she slept with somebody, and I mean,
but he was like a friend of both of theirs, or knew both of them.
No, what I heard is that it was actually a friend of the son.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's just
You know what I mean? But I think Will had met him before as well.
Well, I'm sure
the thing
same
is,
way you'd meet your children's friends.
That's true. That I never actually thought of that. Yeah. I don't know how crazy that household is.
You know what would have been a red flag to me though is that, all right, you find out, terrible, that your wife has cheated on you. You know what I mean? And that's got a burn in itself, right? You know your wife has a talk show.
And you know
these stories come out, and all of a sudden you're like, why don't you come on the show?
And we just air it out. But even then, because even if they did do that, but it was the way she went about it. It was almost like, well, I was in an entanglement, and it was almost put in a way where like it was his fault somehow.
Wow.
It was just the way it was done. She didn't say that, but it was just the way it was done.
What's that look on his face, isn't it?
I know. You could see, you know when you see that black man ready to cry, and lip is bubbling and stuff. Yeah, I could see. I felt it for him then. But then there was this awful moment where I don't know how it got to this, because I had to turn my face away from the TV, but she kind of put her hand out to like high five him or something like that.
High five?
We're still
we're still together. We're still strong.
God, I felt sick.
It's easy for you to high five me.
Yeah, with that filthy hand. God knows where it's been. Not really. I'm sorry. I'm just challenging my own disgust.
We feel it for you, man. Come on, man.
Oh, sorry. I missed a text from earlier. Anne-Marie says more interior design. I think I know what that's in reference to. It's nothing to do with this conversation.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got carried away.
She was talking about the Boris situation in the house and interior designer in the house.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah. I remember.
Good. You're keeping track of these things.
Someone's got it. So
God only knows. Poor Will Smith, man. I think we all know if we were in that position, and
I ain't going on that show.
Not even, you know what? If the cameras weren't rolling, that would have been a different conversation, because
that's a tape that you don't want anyone to see.
Well, you know what it reminds me of? You know that everyone's watching Ozark now has come back.
Oh yeah,
it's that face that Marty Bird makes when he knows something's gone horrifically wrong, but he doesn't want to let everyone know that it shook him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's That's what Will Smith was channeling. He was channeling Mighty Bird. He was
but he wasn't handling it.
Not as well.
But how would you? You've got all these lights and cameras on you, and you know this is. Well, no, it's not just in the cinema where people got to buy tickets. This is online.
This is online.
Anyone can watch
They
this.
don't even have to pay, Mike. It's just there. You can watch it on someone else's phone.
There are people in prison watching
it. It's worldwide. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably got more publicity than any film he's actually ever done.
Exactly.
And they said there's no such thing as bad publicity, eh, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see if he does a song about that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We were talking about the question of the week at one point.
Yeah. So, I mean, you made a big song and dance about it. I think you should actually do...
Yeah. I mean, there was plenty of dancing. Unfortunately, listeners couldn't see that. Did a backflip, Mike.
All right, but we will be video streaming this show at some point. So you'll be able to do your little jig.
Will I?
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice to know I'm respected. Your little jig. No, it's some nickels. It's a banana. No. Right, so question of the week is this, Right? Now, I recently had a situation which I will share with you in a second, right? Now, my question is, at what point are you allowed to be openly angry and shout at a stranger? Now, it sounds a little unnecessary, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, so... Okay.
Well, all right. Let me paint the picture.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's needed because I'm just imagining myself randomly shouting at
shouting at an old lady
who are minding their own business.
Yes.
I can't think of a situation where that's acceptable. But
put your mask on.
Yeah,
something like that. But no, what happened? Right, the other day I was getting a bus. Now I was going somewhere I wasn't really familiar with. I knew there was a bus from where I was that was going in a general direction of where I wanted to go. But the bus was coming, didn't have time to check the little bus schedule thing, so I ran up just as the bus opened its doors, and I got on, and the bus driver was obviously sitting there. Where else would he be? And I said to him, "Excuse me,
ghost bus."
Yes. Still got on for some reason, don't know why. Saw nobody on the bus. No, so we sat there, and I said to him, "So, excuse me, does this bus go to XYZ?" And he did this thing where he's got eye contact with me. He's looking at me. And he kind of does this kind of faux, non-committal noise and nod. So it's like, so does this bus go to blah blah? And I said, sorry. I said, does this bus go to where it goes? And I was like,
maybe he's got a speech impediment, Dee, and you're judging him.
Maybe that's why I didn't want to start shouting, because I thought, you know what?
Oh, I see.
Maybe I'm misjudging the situation.
Maybe I'm the one in the wrong.
It seems too odd to be deliberate. That's what I'm saying. You know
right?
What I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, okay. And then I started getting my Oyster card out, and I was about to say, and I was like, no, hold on. I need an answer.
Yeah. I don't want to just pay for this journey to Timbuktu, and that's not where I want to go. So yeah.
So I stopped again. I said, "Excuse me, does this bus go to blah blah?" And he's there, staring me directly in the eye, and he's. And I was like, and he's not nodding, and he's not shaking his head. He's doing some slight movement. You can see there's a movement, but you don't know what direction.
This is quite confusing.
This is it. And it just got me really frustrated to the point where I wanted to shout. And I thought, you know what? I'm on a bus. You know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. This isn't going to come off well. You know, man attacks bus driver. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just thought, you know what? Just sit on a bus and hope that it goes where you want it to go. And I was fuming for the rest of the bus journey. And I was like, it was just why?
That's the noise.
It was. I was like,
I think
just yes.
I mean,
or no.
I think you did the right thing.
In
not responding in a
it did make me feel good
in an aggressive way.
I just felt like all you had to do was yes or no, a nod, a shake of the head, some form of acknowledgement. You know what I mean? And then, you know what annoyed me most about it? The fact he kept maintaining eye contact. That's what really wound me up, because it was like he knew he was enraging me.
If he made that noise and went and then turned away, you're telling me that wouldn't have annoyed you more?
But then I'd be in two minds of whether he did say something.
Maybe you were intimidating, Dee.
Well, I don't see how, Mike. He's behind the bulletproof glass.
You were so.
I've got a mask on.
Intimidating and scary. That he lost the power to speak.
I wasn't Mr. T. I just came.
Don't kill me. That's what he said.
Is that what he was saying? But then why maintain eye contact? Unless it was out of sheer fear. Is that what you're saying? He was petrified beyond belief, but then still able to drive the bus and stop at all of the corresponding stops. He didn't say that. Is it right? But
take the money. despite the fact there's none here.
Very
Because we
informative.
only paid by oyster.
Scared. No, he didn't. He wasn't giving me. See, that would be something. At least I know what was happening. No, there's a back and forth. There's a dialogue happening. I can understand. He's painting a picture of his mental
Maybe
state.
he was having some sort of episode.
Well, he still managed to drive the bus. So
Please call the ambulance. Something like that.
why is his voice so high?
Because he's having some
He's
vocal cords are really messed up.
That's
right now.
what the problem was. He was speaking at such a high pitch.
Yeah.
I couldn't. My
That's
ears
it.
couldn't pick
See,
it up.
if he was a mouse or something, you would have understood.
I would have got all the information I needed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't speak mice or mouse. As
like those
as
mouse alarms they have that only mice can hear, which I think is a con. By the way, think about it. Oh
Mouse alarm.
There's this alarm right that they only can hear it, so you won't be able to ever know.
This is the thing that you plug in, right?
Yeah.
In your house, and you're supposed to.
I remember
send
buying
out
that
a signal.
about 15 years ago,
Did
and then
it?
I was like,
But this sounds like one of those kind of, like the tiger stone kind of thing, where
what's
it's
that?
like
Does it keep
it
tigers
keeps
away?
tigers away. Yeah.
Does it?
Well, you see any tigers, Mike?
Yes, that's all. That always
There you
works,
go.
doesn't it? That noise.
You
You have no
to-
comeback.
There you go. So therefore, I must be right. It's that
I am
kind
the
of
winner.
Well, that's what it seems like. It's like if someone gives you something that plug this in, right, keeps yetis away. So all right, despite the fact that I live in Great Britain,
Yeah.
there's no sightings of yetis. But you know what? Maybe because of the plug-in device.
Yeah.
If everyone was to unplug their Yeti devices, we'd be swamped, Mike. They'd be jumping out of
Look,
cupboards from underneath
I don't
beds.
believe that mouse thing works. The only way I would believe that works is like they've got those new weapons that they're using now, where it's like using this like sonic energy. Yeah. I want to see it do that to some mice. Yeah, then I'll be like,
it's not supposed to destroy the mice. It's supposed to just repel them.
Yeah, exactly, repel them.
Yeah, but what you're talking about
physically
is like
away,
what they use on
like
Somali pirates. Like they just blow up ships without any kind of.
Well, I'm not talking about blowing up. That's just gonna be a mess.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is like, I want to see like a mouse like at night. He comes out in the kitchen at night, he's like, oh, is there any crumbs
bit of
about?
cheese. Yeah, get some bread.
Get some bread. Yeah, they had some
And
patties earlier. Love that pastry. All right. Yeah, so
Bit of a
he comes out,
high-chested mouse,
and
isn't
then
he?
as he comes out, there's this sort of invisible beam, and it just propels him up into the air against the wall. Then I'll be like, yeah, that works.
So what, you're gonna come downstairs in the morning and see this mice just
Being
like forced against the ceiling all night.
like one of the X-Men is just keeping him up there the whole time.
Ice beam.
Yeah.
No, why would that? And then how would you get rid of him? He's stuck on the ceiling.
No, he doesn't. It wouldn't be up against the ceiling. That would be impractical. But wherever he's stuck, he can't move from there. You just turn it off, and he's exhausted. He drops to the ground, and then you can just chuck him out.
I've had enough. I'm leaving. I didn't know this was part of the
Oh
deal.
no!
Just
He
wants
ain't
to-
leaving.
He's not leaving. Why does this sound like the scene from Pulp Fiction?
Bring out the gimp. Don't it? And
Zed
what would be
gets
more
here,
scary is
the
if you
power
actually have a
will begin.
gimp costume small enough for a mouse to wear. Because
This mouse chose the wrong house to make it, didn't he? He's like, He's like, oh, wait, what's happening, man? He's got one of them little cue ball gags
balls,
in his mouth.
but small enough for a mouse.
For a mouse, because people make those, apparently.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. It'd have to be
It's
maybe
like a
because
marble
they
or
can.
something.
Yeah, because they can open their mouths pretty big, considering how small the mouse head is.
Sounds like
So
going to a wrong place.
yeah, so
My-
probably something the size of a grape, but not as soft.
Mice got surprisingly big mouths, Mike.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Yeah. What is happening in your kitchen?
Hold a lot more than they look like they can.
That's it. Oh, very flexible. They could squash their body in any shape you want.
Yeah,
No,
they want. So it's about what they want, really.
It's a joint thing. We're all
Exactly.
enjoying ourselves.
all consensual. Anyway,
This has gone to a strange place yet again.
Question of the week, D.
Yes, sorry. So my question was, when now like this guy, you infuriated me, and I wanted to shout at him, and I didn't. So I'm one that asked the listeners out there, when do you feel it's the right time to be able to shout at a complete stranger when they've pushed you too far? Is
Okay.
it appropriate? And if so, when? I want to hear from you guys.
All right, yeah. And how are they going to get in contact with us, D?
It's I'm glad you asked that, Mike, because it's quite an easy way to get in touch with us. Very easy, in fact, because you can get in touch with us.
Oh dear, here we go.
What's the matter, Mike?
I think I just want you to just tell them the
Well,
damn number.
Well, I would like to if you stop interrupting me.
Okay, not interrupting.
Oh my goodness, rude. Anyway, they can get in touch with us on our WhatsApp number, which is Why are you doing that? You know, people can hear you breathing into the mic like that. You're not being subtle. You know, you're a little passive aggressive.
Yeah, stop stalling.
I'm not stalling. I'm being interrupted. It's quite rude.
I'm not saying.
No, will you please? Thank you. Oh dear. Anyway, WhatsApp us on 07 983 833 661. That number again is 07 983 833 661.
You're never doing that again.
What is the problem?
Forget
I
it.
did the number.
I'd
I did
rather
the
not
number.
call us.
If I have to sit through this, I'd rather have no callers. Don't get in touch. The show is over. Is that what you're doing, Mike? Oh,
Pretty
dear.
much.
Listen,
although we
anyway.
will be working towards that soon. We're going to work up to you guys having to call in. Although you're going to have to be on your best behaviour. You can't be saying any libelous shit. Yeah? So,
no racial stuff, no sexual stuff.
Yeah,
just
no
keep
anti
it
stuff.
friendly.
Yeah, just be nice, all right?
We'll leave that stuff to us.
We're an inclusive audience. We want everyone. Everyone can be at this party.
Yeah, but not jerks.
Yeah.
No jerks. So yeah,
Just stay out of the door. So okay, I've got a scenario for you.
Okay.
So let's say you're on a bus scenario again.
Okay.
And the guy sits next to you. He's old. He looks a bit decrepit.
He looks a bit decrepit.
Oh, I know. He just looks like he's down. He's had a hard time. He's old.
He's weather beaten.
He's weather beaten. Sits there knackered. And
He's had a hard life.
yeah, and you've got a long bus journey.
Yeah.
And it's one of them buses. You know that if you're on this bus, you're going to the end of
the route. You're going through all the different boroughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sits next to you, and he lets off a little fart.
Oh my god.
You don't notice it at first.
I don't notice it.
You don't notice.
So it's not like
but after a while, no, you think you heard something, but you got your headphones on.
Okay.
You felt a little vibration
But
in the chair.
he's trying to mask it though. He's not like leaning to
No,
the
he's
side.
not even. I don't think he even noticed it seep out.
Okay, he's that weather beaten. He doesn't know when things are escaping his body.
It doesn't. That's the guy. All right. So then, but you suspect it, but
Yes.
then with a few moments, the aroma reaches your nostrils. And you're like, oh, that's foul.
That's foul, man.
Okay, so it's like, okay, well, you know what? Too many people on the bus. I can't just get up, and I feel like I'm being a bit rude if I just get up straight away.
No, I'm getting up. I'm
Right?
getting up.
There's no other seats, Steve.
There's
None.
I can get off the bus.
No, you can't.
I'm trapped. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
if you get off this bus, you're going to be waiting for about another 45
I'll walk.
minutes.
I'll walk.
Really?
Yes.
No.
No.
You're going to Stansted. All right.
Why am I taking the bus?
You just start. Don't worry about it. All right. It's a situation. Just accept it and just deal with the situation.
Just
all
move
right?
on with the scenario.
Yeah.
So I can't get off the
So
bus.
he's a little fart, but it doesn't stink. But you hear it, and you're like, oh, flipping out. But okay, fine.
All right.
And then later on in the journey, there's a little bump and thing in.
Wait, he's gone on like full carry-on fart. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? No, I don't think I'll be able to.
Do you say something at that point?
Yes, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, control your ass, bitch.
Yes.
What are you saying?
I'll be like, this brother's taking the piss now. Oh, the fart, whichever way you
Yeah.
want to look at it. But I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, that's enough. You know what I mean? There's only so much I'm going to put up with. After a while, I'd be like,
Okay, so bodily functions are definitely a sore point that would prompt a response for you to raise your voice at that individual.
well, I'm not saying I would shout, but I'd be like, you know what? Once I can tolerate. Twice, okay, you're pushing your luck. But if you're just there, like, trying to play the theme tune to MASH or some shit, I'll be like, no, get the fuck up. Go on, no, stop that. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But then, you see, I'm quite an amicable person. I don't really...
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've got this condition. I'm really sorry, mate. I don't mean to offend.
Don't try and use that one, mate, because you was fine before. You should have said that the first time you did that shit.
No, he's not going to go around introducing himself. By the way, I might fuck. So,
Yes.
I've got this condition. Deal with it.
Look, the first time, like I said, first time
You smelt worse in your life. Come on, get over it.
Wait, you're telling me what I should accept now? No, I'm sorry. It's like, no, get up now.
Okay, what about if someone's playing... All right, got one of those young people, right?
Oh, the young people,
the
Mike.
young people, you know, the youngers.
The youngers,
right?
They're everywhere.
Right? They don't use headphones. They want everyone to hear
They
the
want
music
because
on
their
their
music
phone.
is so good that everyone has to enjoy. They want to share, is what it is.
Yeah, and he's listening to some sort of grime trap thing. I don't know. Whatever.
Grime trap. I know the music, Dave.
All the same. Yeah, I think all the kids love me. They know.
Grimy, trappy, hippie hop.
Yeah,
It's delightful.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you listen to whatever, and it's really loud.
Yeah. So it's like, is it like offensive as well? It's like, yeah, grab it, shove it, stick it in your mother, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
God, no,
Yeah.
all right.
Or like just really rubbish lyrics. Just like,
Ha ha ha. Woo.
yeah. No. We can listen to that all day. Yeah. But yeah, it's quite offensive lyrics.
Okay. All right. I'll be like, okay.
Or really annoying.
Really annoying. You know what? Because the thing is, I've been in that situation. I was on the train and somebody was doing the same thing, basically playing the music on their phone, and I had my headphones on, so I just put my headphones on and blocked it out. But then, like you say, what if I didn't have my headphones and I was trapped with this person, and I'm like,
He's playing the same song again.
oh, come on now, at least mix it up. You can't have it on repeat, man.
Yeah, he's playing. I love this tune, man.
Yeah, really, it's like, man, then I shot him and I killed him, punched his mother, damn.
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's a little sign that says, back again, and I'm punching your mother. It's like, oh, Jesus, not again. You know what I mean? And then he just keeps on, and there's every time he's like, it starts again, it's like, yeah, and he's looking
but
around.
at least that guy got
nodding.
enthusiasm to it.
Well,
you know, some of these ones, like, I mean, I'm not dissing any rap scene or whatever, but some of these young youths is like, I don't hear no, enthusiasm behind it. It's like, yeah, man wears leather and he's black like pepper. So it's like, what are you talking about?
Well, they're just spitting straight facts, Mike. It's not even, they're not trying to sing. They're just telling you, they're bringing you the word of the street to your ears. They're bringing it to your live, Mike.
Yeah, just telling you how it is.
That's what that's how it is out here, yeah? Just straight facts. I'm not even trying to make it look pretty. That's blam. That's how man's living every day.
Every day you got to get hay. It's like, what are you talking about? That doesn't are you a horse now? What are you doing?
But you don't understand the vernacular, Mike. Hay means money.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
See.
It's got to get that hay. You know what? We can make up lyrics, and people would start to think.
In fact, let's see if we can actually bring a new
term of slang
to the urban vernacular. So I'm just gonna look at something random in this room. Okay, too incriminating. Let's not look at that.
No.
All right, Purdies.
Oh, see, now I reckon we could do this, right?
Yeah.
Because Purdies is seen as a kind of a classy type of drink. It's not your average can of Coke, is it?
Oh,
you know, it's Purdies. It's like,
I mean, one would probably kill you if you keep drinking it.
But remember, Purdies is still linked to, a brand of shotgun. So you got that going for it as well, So you could say, I'm living that Purdies life.
Purdies life, you get me?
Purdies
Longevity.
every day. Yeah, man is drinking water. I'm drinking Purdies.
Yeah, Purdies for breakfast. Purdies for dinner.
Purdies on my cornflakes.
Purdies are for winners.
Purdies are for winners, and not for the spinners.
Yeah,
see,
we've already done it. We've already done
out
it.
there.
That's already a song #1 next week, guaranteed.
Mike and
Millionaires,
Dee.
Steve.
And here it is for the third week in a row. Mike and Dee with Purdies. Purdies, yeah. Purdies, yeah. Purdies, yeah. Gonna punch your mum. Purdies, yeah. Purdies. And then they're like,
I love this jam.
Yeah, man, this is
I don't know how they do it,
You know what I mean? It's just magic. Magic. The man's a scientist, you get me? Man's just pure knowledge.
Pure knowledge.
Yeah.
All about that life.
Purdies makes you Purdies. Purdies for your Purdies.
I think we need some practice ones.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a professional like Will, but I can still get the crowd moving. Mainly to the door, but just fed up. Just hear the chairs scraping across the floor.
Your parents leaving the room.
The sigh of disappointment. We came downstairs for this.
Actually gave birth.
This is sick. I could have been at home watching flipping Coronation Street. Listen to you talking about Purdy's.
Apparently, Moss says, I've never had Purdy's. What type of drink is it? You see me drink it all the time, man. What are you talking about? I'm kidding.
He's denying your Purdy's
I know,
life,
it's like,
Mike.
you know what?
Purdy's ain't
it's
nothing,
just,
bruv. What?
if it's not in his view of interest, it's invisible to him.
It doesn't. It's not part of his lifestyle, Mike. And why should it be? You've got to prove to him why Purdy's is top class.
I'm not going to prove anything. You have to try it for yourself. How about that?
It will rock your world, Russ. Like,
Yeah.
where have I?
You will look
where's this been all
15
my
years
life?
younger.
I was gonna have like some Nike Maxes on.
You're going to look like a young Ron Howard. Maybe that's maybe that's not a reason to drink Purdy's.
He's going to look like one of those hip kids in a Sunny D advert from the 90s.
Yeah.
He's going to have a fluorescent yellow baseball cap on backwards and some Bermuda shorts.
I reckon if you drank that enough, you would become fluorescent yellow.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I think that's one of the ingredients, fluorescent yellow. If you look on the ingredients, that's what's
See,
there.
that's a thing that young people don't know about. Sunny D.
Well, it's still out now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that? I thought they banned it or something.
I think they did, but I think
like
you can
banned
still
it from even being made. Like it's like considered like plutonium or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the ingredients that they I think they banned some of the ingredients, and I think they've brought it out without those things in it. But
so nice, just orange juice now.
I won't go that far.
Okay, sorry. There is an orange colour.
There is an orange colour associated with it, but
like what's it? So orange.
Yeah, there you go. Not cheese, just orange.
Yeah.
You go. It's amazing how vague orange can represent certain types of food.
It
you know
is,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's orange. Does it mean it's cheese? Does it mean it's fruit? We don't know.
Yeah, cheese, mangoes. You'll never know.
It's all over the gaff. So yeah, but back to the question of the week. So, when is it all right to shout at a stranger? Would you even get to that point? Would you feel like that stranger's taken the power out of your hands? They've got you to a point.
You know what? I think especially from the British side of etiquette
and composure, man.
And composure, yeah. You know, British people are the only ones who go around starting with "I'm terribly sorry."
I'm terribly forgive me.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he's patented that now. No one else can use it without paying him.
Yeah. That should be his name now. Just forgive me,
Boris. Forgive me, Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by the way, Moss says a young fluorescent yellow Ron Howard. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a miss. I don't see the problem. I don't know what you're running away from.
Well, it's not typically a look most people go
that would
for.
change your day.
That would change his day. I change a lot of people's days.
Yeah.
Probably change it
All
to
right, maybe
A&E.
not Ron Howard. Maybe a young Henry Winkler.
Like that's somehow better.
Hey.
The Fonz. You know.
No.
Well,
okay.
You know, there's these people with these fake tans. They're pretty much orange. So, you know, it's a look people are going for. That when your hair, your skin is darker than your hair. That kind of thing.
Oh, I didn't know this. Apparently, Sunny D had vegetable oil in it.
Yes.
So says Anne Marie. I didn't know that.
That's why they banned it.
Vegetable oil.
Yeah, they were very clever with it because they made sure that when you drank it, it had to be really cold, so you wouldn't realise that there was oil in it. But you try and drink that at room temperature, and you're gonna know about it. There's only so much sugar you can put in something to master.
Why
taste.
would you add vegetable oil to it?
It's consistency. Trying to make it seem thicker than it actually was. You remember, like, you used to get the Mickey D milkshakes?
Yeah,
and they were really thick.
Yeah,
because they put fat in it. It wasn't ice cream. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, no one ever believed it was ice cream in the first place.
Well,
I thought it was some sort of potato starch thing they put in there. That's what I thought. But
probably was that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Mickey D shake, man. You don't know what you
put
get.
some flour in it or something, man. You know, like you're picking up a gravy. Flour.
Some corn
Come
flour.
on. It's simple.
Go straight
vegetable
to
oil. That actually sounds expensive. No wonder your business model got all messed up. You're stupid, man.
It was messed up.
Yeah, go and buy some more vegetable oil.
But it's what was possible at the time. I mean, if you mask it with enough additives and colours and sugar,
yeah, I guess so.
People pretty much.
Well, look, they still sell hot dogs.
Yeah, nobody wants to know how the hot dogs are made, do they?
I mean, I know people that literally can eat a whole tin of hot dogs. You know, like the cheap ones, like the best in ones.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
God. That's
12 hot dogs for 59 pence. And it's like,
deal.
It's like, do you realise how cheap each hot dog is?
Excuse me, do you want to buy some rolls with that? Nope. Not going to con me with the rolls. I've got what I need.
Got all this brine. I'll be fine.
That's the drink. Yeah, that's the added bonus. Don't throw that away.
That's the sauce.
That's what I'm saying. Put that in a glass for
That's
later.
what I use to lubricate it while I'm drunk. Yeah.
After the 4th or 5th sausage, might be getting a bit thirsty.
Yeah.
That's when you reach for your brine.
Yep. Nothing better than room temperature salt water.
They found him preserved perfectly.
Yeah, mummified.
You know what I'm saying?
Looks like he's been dead for 3,000 years, despite the fact he died an hour ago. Yeah, but anyway, we keep on digressing away from the question of the week. I guess this is going to be one of those ones that are probably going to hang over until the next show.
Fair enough.
Because I'm looking at the time and
it seems like, there's that as well. But it seems like our listeners are too, what's the word? They're too polite. They don't want to shout at people. They don't want to be put in a position where they have to shout at people. So they're more likely, they do the British thing. They'll say, forgive me, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Entirely my fault. One more.
Sometimes I hate that. I catch myself where maybe I'm walking past someone, or you walk next to someone in the shop and maybe they bumped you. And then I'm like, I'm sorry. Why am I saying sorry? It's your fault.
You see, now you're shouting at yourself.
Yeah.
See, you're in a monologue. You're in a self. It's like,
I'm like,
come on, man.
Yeah.
Punch that dude in the face.
That's the thing. It's like, why did I say sorry? I'm not sorry.
Not sorry. You know,
I'm
the
glad.
worst one. The worst one is when you say sorry and the person says, don't be sorry. It's like, hold on. I'm being polite to you. Don't try and drop it like you're being polite to me. I get to be... The one thing I get from this is the sense that I was being polite to you.
You know, it reminds me...
Don't take that away from me.
It reminds me of that guy who said Merry Christmas to me.
Oh, this guy again, Mike, really. You can't let it go, can you?
That was worthy of shouting at him. But I couldn't justify it because I was playing it for him. Like, I can't. Like, who are you talking to? How am I going to justify that?
Yeah,
he said Merry Christmas
strong.
and he said, who do you think you're talking to? You know what I mean? I can't say that.
No. It's the way he said it though.
Yeah,
you got to listen.
Yeah.
Say it again,
Christmas.
Say it again. And like,
now
Merry Christmas. No, I never said it like that, man.
Yeah.
Take your hands off me. Get off me.
Yeah,
drag out the shop by security.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now you say it. Like, I ain't saying shit.
That's how we do it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody here, we all say Merry Christmas to each other. We're people. We're civilized. Not like you.
Yeah.
You savage. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. No undertones there.
There you go.
Nothing there.
Nothing I can read
Come
into
over
that.
here.
Come over here. Not wishing people Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's a problem. But yeah, okay. Well, I think we will carry that over to next week because I think that's something that could be explored a lot deeper, and I guess it can open up a wider conversation about etiquette and when is it really appropriate to lose your shit when someone pushes the bar.
What I need to know, because I always feel like I've made the wrong decision when I have these altercations with people. It's all these little passive aggressive things. So I want to know how people react when you feel like someone's being rude to you or something like that.
Well, we have an answer to that.
Okay.
Marie says, when I say excuse me please and they have not moved or pretended not to hear me, then I will shout. Yeah.
See, but then it's that shout, excuse me. So it's like,
excuse me.
Yeah. You can't mistake that tone, can you? That's like, shit,
yeah. I said
right.
it before.
Yeah. I know you heard me. I know you heard me the first time, so excuse me, but
yeah. See, but you know what? I'm a bit weary of that because I'm always thinking if I bring it to this level, I got to be prepared for what's coming next. So I'm already to tear off this man's face.
That's the next step.
That's the next step. I have to be prepared for that. It's not going to be like, excuse me, mate. I'm sorry. It's never going to go that easy.
It's like, excuse me, would you say, bruv? Face tearing.
You talking to me?
Yeah. So got to get that face, man. Gotta start tearing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's amazing how you can get wound up. I can still remember an incident. I was driving home from work a number of years ago, and I mean, this is seriously about 18 years ago. My son was about 1 year old.
But it stuck with you.
It stuck with me.
It's a life lesson.
Yeah,
right?
And it's this local kid. He's like a big man now.
He's got kids of his own.
Yeah, definitely he has. But he must have been about, I don't know, 19, 20.
Yeah.
And fancied himself as a bit of a local hard man, and I didn't know him as a person, but you just seen him around the area. I'm driving down the road, and he's kind of walking across the road really slowly at the zebra crossing.
Okay.
So I stopped because I'm a zebra crossing, and he decided like he's going to walk even slower and just kind of eyeball me. And I just kind of looked at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I was like, whatever. And then he kind of walked on the road and then carried on eyeballing me. I just looked at him like, you idiot. And started driving, but he was eyeballing me even more. And then he kind of put his arms out like, yeah, come on then, let's go.
So wait, did you do this after you started driving away?
Yeah. Oh God, I was so angry.
Sorry.
I wanted to stop the car.
I would have probably stopped the car.
No, because I had the sleeping baby in the back.
You're a family man. You've got responsibilities. You can't be getting into street tussles, Mike.
Yeah.
How's that gonna look?
But at that point,
and then if
I
police
wanted to
turn
tear
up,
this man's face apart.
yeah, it's like, all right, wait there. I'm remembering your face, bruv.
Yeah, and I have
I'll see you
for
again.
about 17 years.
And you haven't seen him.
No, I've seen him since. I've seen him right, and he's still a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
All right, but the thing is, he will never know the impact he's had. And if he was to know, he would have won.
Induced.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
I don't like the idea that this guy could manipulate me so easily.
Remember, we was talking about we're going to make up a phrase, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not technically making this up, but I wanna get this out there. I want people to start using this. This is what you should have done, right? You should have Wayne Growed him.
Oh, Wayne Grow. Now,
this. I hope people out there know what this means. But if you don't, you need to watch Heat, or at least YouTube Wayne Grow Heat, yeah, and see what Robert De Niro does to a character called Wayne Grow. That is what I mean by Wayne Grow. So whenever from now on we talk about Wayne growing someone, that's what we mean. And we encourage you to go and get involved. Go on YouTube, look for Heat.
Wayne Grow. Let's put that out into the ether.
Yeah.
We are going to make this
I'm
a thing.
assuming it's WAINGRO. Maybe.
You should probably separate those words.
Isn't it just one name?
Actually, I don't know.
I thought it was his
called
last
Wayne
name.
Grow. Seriously, all this time I've been thinking of Wayne Grow. Wayne Grow.
I don't think. I think it's his last name. His last name is Wayne Grow. So it's like, Brian Wayne Grow or something like that.
We're gonna find out.
Oh wow, we're going IMDb, are we? We're gonna get the facts.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna go that far. I was
okay.
gonna YouTube it because I'm lazy.
Well, I'm sure all our listeners are YouTubing it right now. Let's see who gets the spelling first.
GR. No, not GF.
Wayne Grow. Yes. So this scene from Heat.
Oh, that's
in
funny.
a diner.
It says Wayne Grow from Heat. Let's see what comes up.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Is it a rabbit hole, Mike? They've led you down a merry path.
No. It's my phone doing some nonsense. All right, connecting me to someone else's internet. No, not even connected to. All right, come on.
Right.
Oh, actually, you know what?
What's that?
How did you spell it before?
WAINGRO.
Excellent.
Is that it?
On point, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
no, that's what this person is spelling. We don't really know. You might be just spelling it as badly as some other idiot.
Give me the accolade and then drag it away just as I've got comfortable with it.
There's another person who might be equally dyslexic who spelled it the same way as you.
Nope. Starts with a double F.
Yeah.
No.
No. I think you are right.
Wayne Grove. Okay. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Wayne Grove. So if someone annoys you now, listeners, and you want to do something, you say, I should have Wayne Groved him, Straight Wayne Grove. Yeah. That's what I'm
Time for a Wayne Grove, bro.
Time for a Wayne Grove. It's Wayne Grove time up in here, yeah? You're going to get Wayne Groved. Seriously, Mike.
Did you see me touch it?
I saw you touch the phone, and I
left the phone over there,
yeah,
and then
after you touched it.
Look, every time you come here, it's like
not
some
my
poltergeist
phone.
shit is happening.
So this is my fault.
Exactly that. Thank you for.
Look how that worked out.
Yes,
the man who took no responsibility.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Michael who never took any responsibility to the things that happened.
Would you like to continue this story?
Then one day he was terribly, terribly wrong on air, and everyone knew it. And at that point, he had to remember that he'd lied to himself. He was living a dream, a fantasy, if you will. A fantasy that he thought where he was correct, when in fact it was the complete opposite. Yeah. And in fact, the one person who was correct the whole time.
Oh, here we go.
Was his good, close, dear friend, David. And David had tried to tell him a number of times that he'd wrong, but Michael didn't want to listen to. He didn't want to hear the truth. He thought he'd just go through life not listening to anyone else but himself. But he soon found out how wrong he was.
Oh, look, it's the end of the show. I don't think anyone else needs to hear the rest of that story, and especially as your voice is getting higher and higher, I don't think anyone's got the...
Because it was so true. The truer it gets, the higher my voice.
That's how it works, right?
That's amazing. How masculine the ladies must be.
Because when Michael thought he was right,
Is that
He
your
was
deep
actually
voice?
wrong.
see, that's how it works. You start one way,
You know what?
and you go. Oh.
You're sounding 1 minute like oh God, what's that? What's that big green bird that sat on that
green
guy's
bird.
lap? I'm really rubbish at describing shit. But
Again, are you making references to things that happened in the early 80s?
Yes.
Because even if I tell you, a lot of our listeners are not going to know what you're
doesn't
talking
matter.
about.
They'll learn something. What is it?
You're talking about Keith Harris and Orville.
Keith Harris.
I wish
Yeah.
I could fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Nah,
maybe.
you sounded like the bird.
Okay.
What's the bird's name again?
I just
Orville.
told
All
you.
right, yeah, sorry. I told you. I don't know. I don't know.
You
I'm
should not be
tired.
making a point. You should just give in now and say,
Orville.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, you sound like Orville the bird, but then when you switch into the deeper
Yes.
voice,
This voice.
what is that? Your deep voice?
This is the voice of truth.
No, you just sound like you're selling in some sort of funeral service.
When you get older, what are you going to leave to your young ones? Debt? Or are you going to buy your own casket? Because if you are, then
Call
at least...
me.
I have one right here. I'm sleeping in it at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's not weird.
It's not weird. I don't even work for a funeral home. I just walk around with a coffin. No. Look, the point is, I was trying to make a point that you are not taking responsibility enough. And I think everybody knows that now. I think the point has been made.
Look, technology's been messing with me every time you walk in a room. I work in this studio all day and I'm fine. You come in there and it's like some poltergeist shit is happening.
Really? I don't see it happening to me.
Yeah, look
I
in the
don't
mirror.
see-
If you look in that mirror like that, I bet your face will start peeling off.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Mike?
No, that would terrify me.
You'd rather have my face peel off and you be right than it not and you be wrong. Is that what you're saying to me?
Well, I think anyone wouldn't agree with that.
So you...
It's the only way, David. What are you
I
talking
think
about?
that's quite obvious.
What, you expect me to be wrong when you have a perfectly good face that could be peeled off? You vain man.
I don't understand you. I mean, that's quite obvious. What a pitch you paint. I mean, that's easy.
I don't know. You're starting to worry me, man.
Now you're worried. Bit late for that. Bit late for
At the end of
that.
the
You're
show.
already trapped in there with you, man.
You don't know where I've been.
What's going on?
It's too late. But anyway, talking of lateness, we have gone several minutes over, but I hope you enjoyed the day early show. Clearly it was a little less structured than usual, but we do appreciate your participation.
Yes, your input and your listening ears. Even if you didn't get involved,
We can feel you. We're
can-
watching you.
can feel your ears.
Yeah.
Anytime we want.
As you sleep. No.
That's it. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back to our usual time next week, hopefully. If not, then we will let you know. But we're planning to be back usual time, Thursday, 8 p.m. till 10ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as always, feel free to get in touch, leave messages, email us. You know,
Get in contact with us on the Facebook page.
Facebook page?
Fling your ideas up there. I mean, the email's there, but it's a bit long.
yeah, I mean, you can find the email on our Facebook page and on our Instagram.
But why would you do that if you're already on the Facebook page?
That's what I'm
That
saying.
makes no sense.
You're just being awkward.
Use your
now.
common sense.
Just yes, there seems to be an abundance of now. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, look, you know the WhatsApp number. You can get in touch with us on Facebook at Mad Talking, Twitter at Mad Talk 21, Instagram same thing, Mad Talk 21, Spotify, iTunes. You know how to do it, yeah. So get in touch, leave messages, suggest topics. Thank you for everyone who got involved. Thank you for everyone who listened, and we will be back next week. And have a great weekend.
Yeah, and we are out.